Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by Kegel, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. The 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Now, live from Titletown, USA, Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's the 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2023 SYC Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by Kegel, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. The 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Now, live from Titletown, USA, Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's the 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2023 SYC Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by Kegel, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. The 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Now, live from Titletown, USA, Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's the 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2023 SYC Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by Kegel, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. The 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Now, live from Titletown, USA, Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's the 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2023 SYC Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by Kegel, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. The 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Now, live from Titletown, USA, Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's the 2023 SYC Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2023 SYC Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It is the afternoon at the SYC Wisconsin event. I'm Blair Blumenscheid, and I'm joined by Chris Tiskowski. Did I say it right?
Tiskowski, yes.
Tiskowski. Chris Tiskowski. He runs the awesome JBST in this area. Chris, what do you think of the SYC? This is your first time at an SYC.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive, and it's really cool that you were able to sell out and everything.
Yeah.
180 kids from all over. It's a great event.
Yeah, it's fun. The SYCs, we started in 2017, and it's just grown and grown and grown, and we love it. And you know what? Everyone at home, you are in for a real treat this game because you're watching the U12s, which they are so much fun to watch.
Yes.
We have right in front of us, we have Mr. Bryson
Palantir.
Okay, all right. Alejandro Costin, Eason Taylor, Riley Bogard, Nolan Randisi, and Trevor Mason. Trevor Mason's a SYC champ. Nolan Randisi just picked up the gold medal on the short, which the short pattern was really tricky this morning.
Yes.
We have the girls next to them. You can see them off to the right. Taylor Morgan, who got a medal. She's smiling. Autumn Kelly. Alyssa Randisi, another medalist. Miss Ellie Kate Murray, she's a fan favorite. And Samantha Ruffin. And Braylon
Anderson.
All right, Anderson. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So the bowlers are bowling on medium pattern this afternoon. I'm sure they all are hoping it goes a little better than the short this morning. That short was brutal.
Yes.
Yeah, Stephanie Alexander. We do have Ellie Kate sighting on the right-hand side. Yes, and Blair is completely panicked about this. Anyone who knows the Ellie Kate story of Orlando, Florida, I don't remember the year. Blair does not usually sit in the live stream booth when Ellie Kate is on anymore. There's a whole story behind it. I don't want to talk about it. It was very traumatizing for everyone involved, Ellie Kate included, and Amanda Murray, who's behind us. But Amanda Murray got this really cool thing. Trader Joe's, if you're listening, we want to be sponsored by you. But this bag they got in New Jersey, and I'm holding up in front. Let me make it a little bigger. Well, no, I'm not going to do that because then I'll take the bowlers away.
I'll hold it for you.
But no, so I'm showing right here the bowling pin. So Trader Joe's in New Jersey, they have a bowling pin on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? So she brought
and
it back.
says Bowl Lanes on it, too.
Yeah, right? It's awesome. So, and then it says New Jersey on the side. Now, what Amanda doesn't know is my dad is from New Jersey, so my dad might be fighting me for this bag. But I'm keeping it, Dad, if you're listening.
Well, if he's still in New Jersey, he can probably get one himself.
No, he's not. He lives in Ohio now, so yeah, he's from New Jersey. But I have ties to New Jersey, so yeah, it's fun. But Eason Taylor, he's another medalist. He throws the ball pretty nice for under 12.
Yeah, and he bowled a few of our events, too.
Oh, cool, yeah. So tell everyone at home a little bit about your events.
The Junior Bowler Scholarship Tour, I started that up in 2006. And we've been going, it'll be 17 years this October, and we've awarded around just under $700,000.
It's very impressive.
With the last 3 years, have been around $75,000 or more for the year ever since COVID. I offer 2 chances at Junior Gold. I qualify over 100 kids every year to Junior Gold. We have boys scratch, girls scratch, and a mixed handicap division. Do about 13 to 14 events a year.
Awesome. So. Yeah, so if anyone's in this part of the country and you haven't heard about the JBST, you're living under a rock. But, yeah, go check them out. You have a website?
jbst.org.
Well, there you go. There you go, everyone.
Yep.
You can find it out. Mr. Bryson, he's bowled your events, right? Or
no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. I know the parents, and they'll get them in eventually. But Riley just did Riley Bogard, who's on the left there. He just did a first event with us 2 weeks ago at our season opener.
Nice.
And he won a spot for Junior Gold at the event. So.
Yeah, this is, I know this is Bryson's first SYC. Bryson and his family traveled up last year when we were doing the tailgate at the World Series of Bowling.
That was back in April.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes, it was. I was there, too, helping with the PBA.
You sure were, yep.
And I helped with the PBA LBC tournament this year, too.
Awesome. Yeah, we have someone in the field. Trey won it all.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Trey Hirschmeyer. who had a
Henriksmeyer.
I'm sorry, Henriksmeyer. Yes, he bowled. He's bowling this event. He bowled good today. He's not feeling good. He felt like he could have been better, but I think he bowled pretty good. Stephanie Alexander's watching. Keegan, of course, gold medalist. 50 clean frames he had.
Yes, that's impressive, especially in the short pattern. I saw a lot of people that were struggling on that this morning, but I think we only had like 3 or 4 that averaged 200 for the 5 games.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yes, it was.
Nolan there, Mr. Nolan Randisi, had to do a double take with that 10-pin. That 10-pin did not fall, and Nolan was like, excuse me?
Yep.
I hit that.
Oh, he's trying to find his spare ball right now.
Yeah. Just so smooth. I think what's impressive, and you probably see this at your events too, even at a young age, they have all the fundamentals and they're just so good.
Now, a lot of them do learn some of the fundamentals too. A number of them do learn, especially when they're younger. They do learn from the other bowlers and everything.
For sure.
But, you know, all the kids and the parents have been great with our tournaments and everything. So
it's great.
I can't complain. And I see a lot of them at junior gold too, so that's always nice.
That is great. Trevor Mason, 2-time champ, 3-time. I need to look that up. I don't know I know he's won 2, but he might be in our 3 category.
One. I see him on the left. Malia.
He's only won 1? That can't be right. I'm questioning this. Trevor, we need to talk. I thought it was more than 1, but it might be just 1.
Yep.
That U12 division is pretty tough.
I think all the divisions can be. We've got a lot of talented bowlers out there.
They sure are, yeah. Cheering on Ellie Kate. Stephanie knows we don't speak of what happened between Ellie Kate and Orlando. Nice shot by Bryson. So the pattern this afternoon, the patterns are actually right by you. The medium pattern is how long?
The medium pattern is 41 feet.
41 feet. All right. So 41 feet. We got 29 mils. So this one should be a little nicer to them this afternoon, I would hope.
Yeah, I think scores will be a little higher. It won't be like, I don't think it's going to be real high scoring, but I think for some people they'll find it and be able to score well on it. A couple people might struggle, but you know.
That's bowling, right?
Yeah.
Some people are going to struggle no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I'm going to struggle no matter what.
I think I've become that too, especially with the way my bowling's been.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of tournaments, but now I've just been like so busy, like helping with the events and everything. I helped with Junior Gold last month, and they had me in Anderson, Indiana. I had my event 2 weeks ago. I helped with the PBA Junior Regional in Milwaukee, the Central Midwest region.
That's awesome.
And then I'm here this weekend to help if you need it.
Right.
And then I'm going to be also helping with a big event that Storm's sponsoring in October,
Nice.
the Midwest Bowl Fest up in Wausau, Wisconsin.
Nice, yeah.
They're going to have a men's scratch division, a women's scratch division, and 2 youth, and then youth divisions.
Wow.
U18 and U15 divisions.
That's amazing.
They got.
There's lots of bowling in Wisconsin, that's for sure.
Yes, there is, especially for youth. There's a lot of bowling. I've been doing JBST for 17 years. Another one that's been around for probably since I've been a youth bowler is the Badgerland Youth Bowlers Tour. They're out of Madison. You can check it out on the Coach's Pro Shop page for that one. And a rather new one that's out there also is the Wisconsin Youth Bowlers Tour, and they've been around for about 3 years.
Yeah, that tour is great. That's another Storm-sponsored
Yep.
youth tour, and it's fantastic.
Yes.
There's lots of options. I was talking with, well, you ran into it this time too, but I was talking with one of the parents that's running an event in Iowa, and he said it's so hard not to bump into a weekend because there's really bowling all the time in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like almost every weekend. Like I said, 2 weeks ago was my event. Last week was PBA regional, junior regional, plus the Midwest Youth.
Right.
In Minnesota. We have the Storm Youth this weekend. I know WIBT starts their tournaments next week. There's just so much compared to when I was in youth. There was only a couple of tours when I was in youth, and now it's grown so much. And there's so much scholarship money available for the bowlers too.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what makes it so great.
Yeah, so I was going to see if we have any bios for these youth bowlers. Sometimes they fill them out, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes I get to guess about them. I do know that Alejandro, who's bowling on this pair, I saw him and his brother and his dad, and they got here a little early. They're from Texas.
Yeah.
Got here a little early, and they went and visited Lambeau Field.
Yeah, that's a cool place to definitely visit.
Yeah, so Alejandro is from San Antonio, Texas. There's a new youth tour starting up in San Antonio, so I bet he's going to go bowl that. Favorite pro bowler, Jason Belmonte. He loves making friends and having fun. He's trying to increase his average. That's his goal for bowling. Oh, I'm sorry, that's his favorite bowling achievement is he increased his average. And he's good at math, and he also plays chess.
Yep.
So wants to say hi to his grandma Susie, who will be watching, and sister from Maryland and brother in New York City. So people all over the place.
Oh yeah, you get bowlers from all over. I think I know a couple of Florida, Alaska. I think you have like one or two from California.
Got an Idaho. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great that they come from all over. But I know that Easton Taylor and Riley Bogard have bowled my tournament in the past. They're both local. Riley's from Wisconsin. Easton's from the Chicago area.
Cool. Easton, I have a bio pulled up for him when he steps up here on lane 8.
Yeah.
He's from Chicago, Illinois. His average is 195. He's 11 years old. He's bowled 3 SYCs. His favorite pro bowler is Chris Prather, Anthony Simonson, and EJ Tackett. He loves making new friends and getting ready for bigger things. Favorite bowling achievement. He has bowled 299, 731. And he is really good at baseball. And he brings baseball bat and ball to all of our SYC parties. And he puts together a little baseball game. He wants to say hi to Trevor Mason, Miles Gordon, and Elliot Gordon. Shout out to my great friend Joss, who is going through some hard times right now. So Easton's always looking out for his buddies. It's a good little group.
Yes, it is. And I know Joss, and him and his family, they are going through a little bit of a rough time. And, definitely thoughts and prayers for them. And Josh is here this weekend. I saw that, and everything. And it's great to see him.
Yep. We're partnered with Apex, which is the mental performance program that his dad and his cousin, I believe, started up. And so even though they are going through a bit of a loss right now, we're keeping them close.
Yes.
I actually have a button. I'll show you guys this for anyone watching the live stream, because I know that everyone knows what happened. We don't need to. What do I do with this? Someone gave me this button today, and we're saving them for a special time to bring them out. But I get to keep this. It says, "What would Jerry do?" And it's awesome.
Yes.
I love it. So anyway,
I'll have to get one of those eventually.
Yeah, we right now we're just keeping them close because we don't want to. We're just thinking about them.
So, just looking through a couple of the comments there. One of them was for Riley Bogard. He's sitting in second place right now for the Youth Open singles handicap. And,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Mason's doubles partner.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, Mason Hirsch's doubles partner.
Yep.
Oh.
Tough break for Riley right there.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's hard coming back after lunch. You bowled 5 games this morning, come back, get started again. There was a little bit of a break. That first game kind of can always can be a little tricky at times.
Yeah. With our tournaments, there's not too much of a break for that. We do the 6-game qualifier, and then, once we get everything in there, then we go right away into the second round. And so we don't have too much of a break. But I know that sometimes when you do have that break, it just, it causes people to lose their focus or
it could do 2 things, right? If they had a really rough morning, which a lot of the bowlers did on the short pattern of this morning, that break can be really great because you can go and clear your mind and start over.
Absolutely.
If you're maybe had a good morning and then you take a break and you come back and you're just kind of not ready to go, but these kids are pros. So and at the SYC, there are 15 games. You can be awarded a medal on each round, and then the overall champion.
Okay.
So if you are watching, we want to hear what bowler you're cheering on. You can shout them out in the comments. And we are set up on lane 7 and 8, and we stay stationary, and bowlers can come throughout the squad.
And we should say that we had a couple of bowlers that had birthdays today, and I see one in the comments there wishing them luck. So happy birthday to Keegan Alexander from Texas that's here today, and along with one of my bowlers, Ian Kloss.
Yeah, it's awesome. Little birthday luck.
Yeah, and Keegan was clean that first round, too. He was 50 clean on that short, so that was really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, you don't see that very often, especially with a challenging pattern like that.
Keegan told me last night he didn't like bowling in Wisconsin. And I asked him
beg
today.
to differ.
I go, Keegan, how do you like Wisconsin? He goes, I really like Wisconsin. I go, that's what I thought.
And I think it's his first time bowling in Wisconsin, too.
That's what Stephanie said earlier. She said it's his first time, so.
Yeah.
He practiced and he didn't like it. So maybe he's not a good practice in Wisconsin bowler. So.
Yeah. Well, it's probably his first time to Wisconsin, too, so.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have in comments here. Stephanie just responded.
Stephanie said, I think Scott told me that it was a miracle when he went 50 clean. That's funny.
I wouldn't call it a miracle. I think I would call it a skill.
Yeah.
Right?
Keegan's a really good bowler. He really is. So he's been bowling the SYCs for quite a few years. And, shout out to all the parents that travel these kids all around.
Yeah, and we got a few bowlers on the left here, too, that are on your screen as well.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Like Sebastian Vetter is going to go up on lane 6. He's done my tournaments before.
Sebi took a hiatus. Sebi was bowling, everything, and then he told us that he was going to stop bowling for a little while, play basketball, take a little break, quit, and now he's back, and we're so happy he's back. It's good to see Sebi, and I think his dad is here. I've not seen his mom.
No, his dad's here. I didn't see his mom either.
Okay.
But no, the dad is here.
Yeah, I talked to him, so.
And I think Rush Steen, it's his dad that's running the
Midwest, the Midwest main event. Yep, that one's a great youth event in Iowa.
And then one of my bowlers is going up on 6 right now, Donovan Shira.
Nice.
He's from the Milwaukee area, Germantown, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
First SYC event, and he just started bowling my tournaments last year.
That's awesome.
I think he's only been bowling for a couple of years now, so he's really improved,
It's great.
Yeah.
It's we tell bowlers that they should bowl all the youth bowling tournaments they can, bowl in their local tours, and then come see us on the SYC tour, and then go bowl the national tournaments. Go bowl Junior Gold, go bowl some of the other events out there.
Yep.
Bowl as much as you possibly can.
That was a nice strike by Trevor Mason.
Trevor's cool. Trevor was paying so much attention in the mental game clinic yesterday. I was so impressed by Mr. Trevor. I think he's working on his mental game right now. So Stephanie says she shuffled him off to other parents this weekend. Stephanie, I need to know how the puppy sitting is going, because I know you're puppy sitting this weekend, and you know I love dogs, so I need to hear how this is going. How are the puppies? McAllen You can see him just off to the left of your screen. He'll be stepping up. Xavier, too.
Yep.
Good little group of bowlers here.
And then over on lane 9 on the right, Braylon Anderson. She's done a couple of my tournaments. She just started bowling our tournaments last year.
Nice. Joseph is saying good luck, Gianna Brandolino. Gianna finished with a gold medal. Joseph, it's good to see you. She was on the live stream this morning. I'm not sure if she'll hit it this afternoon, but she probably will be back tomorrow.
And I see that one of them's congratulating you on your new position.
Yeah, thanks,
and everything.
Joseph.
Yep,
Yeah.
congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. Still get to play with still get to come out and play at the SYCs with all the kids and have fun, and then I get to go back and work on all the campaigns for Storm, so it's fun. It's great. I'm very lucky to be part of the Storm team.
Yep.
Rush, I think, grows a foot every time I see him. We told him last night that he could not have another piece of pizza because he cannot grow anymore.
And that was
Good
fun.
shot right there.
Yeah, it was fun last night at the Ashwaubenon Park.
Yeah.
I know that they had the Brown County Fair going on just south of there. I saw the traffic when I was leaving last night. They were still backed up for a little ways to go to the day out.
Yeah.
And we got the Packer game tonight.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the families, we were giving away some tickets. We just did that raffle. Shout out to Mike Sleds from PBA Junior. You know, Mike was going to be here with us this weekend. And we were so looking forward to seeing him because Sleds is such an awesome guy. And
I agree.
we're so lucky that he's part of PBA Junior. However, he was going through some health stuff this week.
Oh, well, hopefully everything's okay.
Well, it's just it's toothache.
Okay.
I don't enjoy toothaches. I don't enjoy the dentist. I don't enjoy any part of that. And
Yep.
so
No,
shout
I
out
can,
to
yep.
shout out to Mr. Sleds who's going through that and hang in there.
And I just saw him last week. I worked with him at the PBA Junior in Milwaukee.
He's awesome.
He is a great person, yes.
Yeah, he's great. He's super nice.
Yep.
Oh, that looks good by Mr. Riley.
Yep, great
shot.
Great shot for Riley Bogard. And a little bit of a rough break there for Bryson.
Bryson is just not feeling this medium pattern to start. He's not feeling it. He's like, I would like to go to the next game. Hit next. Mr. Nolan, though. Spare strike. All right, Nolan. I see you.
Yeah, Nolan's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good
Oh.
there.
Alejandro, that was a good shot by him.
I'll take a look at the girls here, see how they're doing. Alyssa's going up. She's got a strike working. Let's see how she does. Just a little light there.
Good spare by Mr. Alejandro.
Yeah.
Dawson Cole, another one who has grown a foot. He's off to the left. A foot. Full foot. I swear. Dawson.
And I think both him and Rush are from the same area.
They are again. They're from the same area. Dawson's family has moved. They moved out east, and now they're back.
Okay.
Kind of figuring out where they're going to end up. But,
Okay.
yeah, so they're doing a little shifting.
Yeah. Haven't seen them at our events, but maybe we will down the road.
Yeah.
Sebastian Vetter going up, leaving a 10 pin.
You
Great
like
shot.
that one.
Yeah, it was a great shot, too. How about Trevor here on 7? Gets a good break.
Brooklyn.
Gets a good break there.
He's like, I'll take it.
Yep.
Riley goes left. Man, they're hooking. These lanes are starting to hook for the kids.
I think they're hooking more than the short pattern.
It does look like that. It does. Yeah, especially in the middle.
Yeah.
Though the short pattern played really flat, which it looked flat, but it played really flat. Like,
Yeah.
looked hard. Looked tight and flat and tricky.
Yeah. And a good try there for Taylor.
Ellie Kate got robbed on that one. And you know what? Ellie Kate gets giggles for strikes and spares. Giggles are the equivalent of Skittles without dye.
Yeah.
Which I'm allergic to red food dye, so I love giggles.
Okay.
But so I can't have Skittles, but I can have giggles.
Okay.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So Bryson going for a spare here on 7. And tugged it a little bit. We got one of my bowlers down and we're going up on 6. And
Nolan got robbed. Dang.
got a little bit outside there. Bad break for Alejandro there. The ball just never was able to make a move.
Nolan's going to pick this up. I'm calling it. And told you. I told you he was going to pick that up. Let's go, Nolan. Come give me a high five. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Good job,
we got
Nolan.
a couple of comments here. Brady McDonough said that Trevor carries like no other.
Yes.
And then Stephanie responded to your question about the dogs. Going great. The puppies are awesome.
Giggles. Yes, giggles are awesome. Brady, we are missing you this weekend.
Yes, we are.
But we know that there's a lot of youth tournaments to bowl, and some families, they can't fit. You can't fit them all in. I get it. We get it.
Yep, I know.
So August is a nice time to take off.
Yep. And talking about puppies, here's a picture of my sisters.
Oh, nice. So sweet. I love dogs.
Yeah.
I'm a dog fan.
So.
All right, Eason Taylor. Eason
He's got
he cannot quite get away from these splits and opens, but he's trying. He doubled up after a couple of opens, and now he left a 4-9.
Xavier had an excellent shot there on 6.
Nice.
Xavier.
Brady says he's staying in Texas to work on his tan. Brady, I think you're going to have to work pretty hard. You're as pale as I am, so just kidding. Just kidding, Brady. Also, for anyone that is a Morning Bowl fan, you did notice that we didn't have a show yesterday. I couldn't make it work. So, Brady, your episode will be on Monday. Monday's show will have the Brady, the Bowling Science Kid episode.
Yep.
I almost put it in the stream today. I might still do that. I might show it tomorrow. So.
Yeah, and I remember Brady from Junior Gold. He came through our center and all that, and he bowled great.
He's a great bowler.
He's a great kid.
He is a great kid. That is very true. All right.
Rush with a really nice strike. Riley up on 7.
I'm actually a little surprised. The scores are not as high as I thought they'd be. It looks like we have Mr.
And Riley had a great shot there. Riley Bogart had a great strike on 7. Rush had a great one on 6. Dawson up on 5.
I think Lawson, I'm trying to look at the name. Lawson, I don't know your last name. 242 down there.
Lawson, I think it's Spurbeck. That would be one of our bowlers, and he's from the Green Bay area.
Good question. Let me text that.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look here. Yeah, it's Lawson Spurbeck from the Green Bay area. He had 242.
Awesome.
And the next highest I saw over on that pair was Jameson Gagny.
Yep, Gagny.
171 there. Riley Bogart had an excellent finish, 2 strikes and a 9 count for a 170 right in front of us.
All right, so at the end of this game, we will be taking a short break, letting the bowlers change pairs, and then we will be back again next game.
Yep. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on all of the success of the JBST.
Thank you.
And I hope it's another great season.
Yep.
More scholarship money.
If you guys want me for a little later, just let me know.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to have Brad and Kyle in because everyone, yeah. Can we Yeah, we have Brad and Kyle coming in, which I want to. I like listening to Brad and Kyle. They're funny. They have a lot of good stories, and
Oh, yeah.
I just sit back and listen and let them talk. It's great.
And looks like Nolan's going up, and he can have a nice finish here if he strikes out.
Nolan is killing it this weekend.
But,
It's all right. Reset. Uh-oh,
yeah, he's
Eason.
probably going to let Eason go first, and then he'll go.
Here we go.
Nice spare by Eason.
Looks like Nolan has the summit. He's making the summit hook the whole lane.
Yep. And your girl Ellie.
Ellie with the strike. That's a giggle.
Yep.
That's a total giggle.
Yep.
In the 10th too.
And Eason got a 9 count there, and his total 156.
And come on, spare. Yeah,
Yep.
Nolan.
168 for Nolan. And I'm not.
170 for Riley.
Yep.
It's great. And Mr. Trevor Mason, he's stepping up.
And the girl's up again here. Looks like a good shot.
Double. That
Double
was 10 back for Ellie Kid. And she walks off like, no big deal. Like, excuse me, 10 back.
Sebastian got a strike there. Got a nice getting that 6-pin out.
Nice jersey by Mr. Zabian over there.
Yeah.
All right, Trevor. Oh, Trevor.
Got a little high there. Let's see what Ellie can do here on this next shot. Hey, Ellie got another one.
Ellie came with the turkey. All right, Ellie. You go, girl. That's 3 Skittles. That should be 6 Skittles. Amanda, if you're listening, I want to double up those Skittles. That was a strike out in the 10th frame. Thank you. She says you're welcome. Thank you for not falling. Don't drop your ball. High five.
I'm looking at the comments, and after Brady's comment about working in his tan, Stephanie's like, yeah, it's too hot to even go outside there.
Yeah, true that.
But the weather's been nice up here.
It has been really nice this weekend.
Yeah, we were in the 70s last night for the summer social, probably the mid-70s, I would say.
Yeah.
We're in the 80s today, and then we're supposed to be in the 90s tomorrow, low 90s tomorrow.
For sure.
So we do get a little bit of the warmer weather up here, but sometimes it's kind of nice being, right, not too far from Lake Michigan, so sometimes we can get a little bit of the lake effect.
Yep.
So.
See Miss Samantha over there throwing that nice ball.
Oh, that's
spare.
great.
That's a nice spare there. All
Yes.
right, Trevor, ball change. Looks like a ruby.
Yep.
Didn't like that one either. Trevor is like, okay, I'm going to figure out what I'm doing next.
And he's got 4 games to figure it out.
That's true. All right,
Nice.
we are going to take a really short break while everyone changes lanes, and we will be right back.
Sounds good. Thanks.
This year, the Storm Youth Championship is proud to partner with Make-A-Wish Utah to continue to make dreams come true for critically ill children. $5 from every entry from every SYC tournament this year will go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation Utah for dreams, for hopes, for the spark that, for a child, can mean anything is possible. Big donations might get the big mentions, but it's your donation that's at the heart of Make-A-Wish Utah. This year.
Hello everyone, it's Carolyn Doran Ballard. My husband Del Ballard and I are the co-presidents of Ballard versus the Big C, striking back to spare more lives. Our lives were forever changed in 2010 when Del was diagnosed with tonsil cancer. As Del always says, he beat cancer, but there is constant treatment. Going into our 11th year, we have raised over $800,000 to help families going through the cancer journey. Our benefactors, Cancer Care Services, North Texas Laryngectomy Society, and Baylor All Saints contribute in many different ways to help families. They provide nutritional supplements, chemo treatments, navigator programs, financial and emotional support, and voice boxes for those who can't speak. Thank you to the bowling community and especially to the SYC families for supporting our passion. None of this would be possible without your support. Good luck to all the bowlers this year, and please check out all our social media pages, and please check out ballardversusthebigc.org.
Go Ballard versus the Big C!
Yep.
All right, we're back, and Brad Miller is here.
Howdy.
Welcome back, Brad.
How's it been going?
Well, you know what? The scores were lower than I thought they'd be game one.
I think they're still kind of hard.
Like, maybe this weekend is just going to be the hardest
I think
SYC.
JJ is just like, I want to punish these kids.
Yeah, so 41 feet, 29 mils, and it's hard. Again.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah, kind of the same deal. It's hard to just get your ball to funnel to the pocket. It kind of likes to just slide on you, and then whenever you don't get it to slide, whenever you make it not slide, it hooks too much.
Right, in the middle, it's just taking off, right?
I know.
It's like,
well, hey, this is the 7th one of the year, right? They got to.
Yeah, it's time to get hard.
It's nitty gritty. It's time to get hard.
It's time to get hard. I'm just kidding. No, but I shout out to Kegel. You mentioned JJ. JJ is great. He does videos for every single SYC, isn't it? And they're all unique. And he looks at the patterns. All the patterns that they make are based on the bowling center they're going to.
Yeah.
And they've never been bowled on before the tournament starts. So we do, we give it to the kids, but they have never, like, the first time that they're used for competition is at the SYC.
Right.
So they're all unique. They're all new. The portfolio of SYC patterns are on Kegel's website. So if you're running a youth tournament, you can pull from our library of SYC patterns.
That's kind of cool that they do that.
It's really neat, yeah. And they're a sponsor of our event, so that's how they sponsor. They create the patterns, and they're fantastic. Kegel is a great company, and we're so honored that they're part of our little SYC community. Kegel
does rock. I've only been there one time, actually, and it was for the playoffs of the PBA Tour a couple years ago. Cool facility.
It's so cool.
Just everyone's so nice. They've been in the bowling industry forever.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yes.
They know what they're doing.
They do. They do know what they're doing.
They break it down.
They did this really cool thing at Bowl Expo, too, this year. They just released the new Atlas, which is their new lane machine.
Okay.
And they did an unveiling. So they had all these proprietors come in before Bowl Expo started, and they had, like, this whole group of people, and they did this big presentation. It was really neat.
And you watched the presentation?
Yeah, and they like uncovered. They had a blanket over the new Atlas, and then they opened the blanket, and you saw it. It was really cool. Shout out to Kegel for creating all that buzz, and lane maintenance can be exciting too, you guys.
So what's so special about this new lane machine?
I
come on, Blair.
I know.
You gotta
I didn't go to
them.
the presentation. I just saw it. I was setting up in the storm booth. I wonder
what they
know.
could do nowadays.
Oh, I can't even imagine. I mean, the lane walkers are cool enough where they're walking
You don't
themselves
have to
down
do
the
anything.
right.
It strips it on the way down. It oils
Here,
it on
let's
the way
Google
back.
it. I'm sure it's on the website. Let's look up the Atlas. Kegel, let's see.
I mean, eventually it's going to just like come off the wall itself. It's going to roll itself
It's
to
the
the
world's
approach.
first smart lane machine. It's smart. I don't know what that means.
You can talk to it.
It transforms the relationship between machine owners and their lane machines forever. It's a small custom-built control board, carefully constructed and adapted specifically for lane machines. So it joins Kegel's budding smart ecosystem. So it looks like there's more communication and
There's integrated Wi-Fi. New
backup
hardware.
and update.
User face.
It looks like there's a bigger screen, 10-inch.
Air indication system.
Onboard access to the pattern library, so you can select the
Okay,
pattern.
that's what we need.
That's cool. Yeah, and an air indication system, which I think is very important for anyone that does.
That alone, right there, the access to all the patterns on the screen, because the Flex doesn't do that. You have to manually enter the patterns in the machine.
Yeah, and it's using. It seems like that's the big thing that they're going to use more.
That's brilliant.
Communication and stuff. That is a big touch screen. Yeah, so if you're a bowling center proprietor, check out the new Atlas. And shout out to our friends at Kegel who are making new stuff. Oh, look, there's Smart ID, Smart Link, Smart Operating System. Man, there you go. More than 700 patterns on board.
Yeah, that alone. To have them
that would be
automatically
pretty cool.
in the pattern. 700 patterns in the machine? Are you kidding me?
No wires necessary. You are one tap away from your favorite pattern.
You wouldn't have to do anything.
You could just hit all the SYC patterns from just from there. That would be unbelievable. Yeah. All right. I need an Atlas. I don't even have a bowling center. I know. Yeah. I'm just gonna travel with an Atlas. So funny. Brian Hirsch says the guys at Kegel can dial into the machine to see all the air codes, all the patterns already inside. Yeah, you can program it to skip lanes. Man, you know, innovation and technology. It's coming to bowling. It's here. It is here. It is here. I think so.
The weird part is it's always been here with the people at Kegel.
Right.
Like,
oh, totally.
You know,
they're pushing it. They're like they're always pushing the next thing.
But, you know, it's just, I guess we just don't have like an Apple or something that's like super revolutionary, like an Elon. But it's all, I mean, even the bowling ball technology, even like the chemistry behind all the testing that gets done.
Oh my gosh, the R&D, like, you know, people always say, can I come and bowl at the lanes at Storm? And we do tours, which if you're ever in Utah and you want a tour, you can totally schedule a tour, and you should, because it's way cool to go through the plant. But we are doing so much testing on our 2 lanes at Storm that we hardly ever even have open lanes.
Right.
Like, we all were trying to get ready for the Lucy last month, and we were all scheduling time, and the lanes were
filled up.
Oh, it was so full. Like, I think I got bumped one day for my practice.
I'm surprised you guys haven't built more lanes.
We've talked about it. I don't think we have enough land to build on the lanes.
You guys just built that huge warehouse, though, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's full of stuff. Yeah, but we have talked about it. But I think our 2 lanes are so neat. Like, those just got remodeled.
That's a perfect little room.
It's great. Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, you see the videos and stuff. Like, we only have 2 lanes.
I know.
Like,
you do all that with 2 lanes.
Yeah,
that's mind-boggling.
Right. It's crazy. So, but those 2 lanes are well loved. They are loved, loved, loved. So, yeah. So if you're ever coming through, probably won't be able to bowl, but you can see how a bowling ball is made, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, all the testing and all the bowling and all the videos, all of it.
Oh, either, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they do hours and hours of testing. We have a whole R&D team, which is the cool thing. Like, we talked to some of the SYC kids because we have, there was a young lady last month who asked, her parents said, they're like, she doesn't want to be a pro bowler, she wants to work in bowling. what jobs are at Storm? And I go, every job that you can think of is at Storm. So every job is there. We have engineers, we have graphic designers, we have everything. So got a little of everything. All right, so since we were talking about the Atlas, I don't think we ever introduced the kids we're watching. I got totally sidetracked by Kegel's Atlas. Anthony Swanson, we got here. Brady Jacks, Israel Luna, Jackson Berry, Casey Hughes, and Blake Lawrence. Mr. Anthony Swanson is part of our Storm All-American team.
Okay.
Which the Storm All-American team was chosen last month in Indy. Top 2 in each division are put onto that team, and it's a 20-game tournament. So 5 more games, and then the top 2 make the team for the year.
And you guys have 6 juniors going to Lucky Larson's?
We do. So 6 of our Evolution team members they were invited to go and bowl at the Lucky Larson tournament.
That's going to be that's the coolest tournament.
Their families decided to make the trip. They did some fundraising, and they're going over there to Sweden, and they actually have a exhibition match against some of the Team Sweden kids, which is really cool.
Really?
Yeah, Tim Mack set that all up. And is Martin Larson not one of the nicest guys in
He's the greatest guy.
He's unbelievable. I mean, I don't think, like, I keep telling these kids, I'm like, you are going to love Martin Larson.
The pre-warm-up song that they play before you do the practice, it just pumps you up. They dim down all the lights, and they play this like just really cool EDM song, and you can just tell everyone's getting in the zone. Yeah. It's just a cool.
Yeah,
You're in another country. You're in a great country.
Yeah. I mean, how cool is it that these kids are going to Sweden, though?
Yeah. To bowl against Simonson.
Good
they
luck.
got to bowl against Simonson.
Have fun. Yeah, Stephanie Alexander. Actually, Keegan is going to Sweden, and Stephanie says she's so excited for Sweden.
Yeah, Helsingborg is a cool place. I went once. I was wanting to go back this year, but we just couldn't swing it. That's in it's the end of September, into October, right?
No, it's Labor Day.
End of
it's coming up really quick. Yeah, it actually bumps into our SYC in Reno, so some of the youth are. Some of the youth bowlers that are going are going to miss the SYC in Reno. So, at Sweden or Reno. I know. I was.
They'll be all right.
Yeah, they were having trouble selecting. We're like,
it's the perfect city because there's so much sightseeing you can do just in the downtown portion. You can take a ferry to Denmark. You can just do a lot of stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool.
They're gonna have so much fun. But I just think it's incredible the opportunities these kids are getting. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's a major event.
Yeah.
They're gonna see the Koreans, the Finland bowlers, all the international flavor that's around the world.
It's awesome.
Like Santu.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
He's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, because some do come over to the U.S. to bowl on tour, but others don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just camp out in Finland, and they just make a pretty good living.
Yeah, they're like, we'll just stay here.
Yeah.
Same thing in Korea, too. Like some of the Asian bowlers, we don't see all of them.
No, it's cool that the Singapore team,
the
women's team, comes out, and I think a couple other nations.
Yeah, Malaysia used to.
Yeah.
Not sure if they still do as a team. They were for a few years. Yeah, I don't know. It's so cool.
I know. When they walk in the door, everyone's like, dang it. Because that's all they do is train.
I know.
That's all they do is train together,
bowl.
too.
It's amazing.
Like, there's something about training, and then there's training with teammates that have your back, and they know your game, and they help you on a daily basis. And you just have that, like, daily affirmation of what you're doing right and wrong. It makes you very good.
And they're all in. Like,
they're all in. Yeah,
they're all in for the meal plans.
It's like
they're
the
all
Olympics.
in for the. It is. It's exactly like that. Yeah. So shout out to Team Singapore, and they're so nice. It's hard to be mad at them for winning because they're just so nice. I think that's their secret.
And the lefty is
Sherry.
Sherry
Tan, yeah.
And I was thinking of Shayna Ing.
Oh, Shayna, yeah.
Yeah.
Shayna's fantastic too. Oh my gosh.
All of them.
Shayna.
Jazreel Tan was a monster there for a minute.
She was, yeah. They're unbelievable.
And then this year, Maria ended up winning.
The Tour Championships.
The Tour Championships.
Yeah, Team Columbia. It's another big international team. We got Clara on that team. Rocio. I'm trying to think who else is on that team. There's some younger ones too that I'm forgetting. It's just, I like international bowling. It's
I
fun.
think it's the best.
Yeah, you meet some bowlers and you're like, wow.
And people come out of their shell a little bit when they're on international, land.
Yeah.
It's like, we're in another country. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go do things we don't normally do.
Yeah.
Let's have a good time.
Yeah, especially for, if you're from the U.S. and you're traveling, like, I had a friend, Chad Roberts, who bowls a little bit out on tour. He would choose to go to the international events over some of the PBA events sometimes. Because he's an amateur. He had his card for a little bit, but then he dropped it. But he loved going and bowling in Sweden. That was his favorite.
That was my favorite so far.
Yeah.
I bowled the Japan Cup one year.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Japan is...
They treat bowlers right?
Holy smokes. They do everything for you. They bow the second you walk through the door. They're bowing at you.
You're like, what?
I'm not that special, I promise.
Well, they think you are.
Well, and the only reason I got to go, I was 77th on the point list one year. It was like my second year on tour.
Yeah.
And they took 16 bowlers to the Japan Cup, and it got all the way down to me.
Nuh-uh.
All the people declined. It got down to 77th
You're like, are you kidding?
So then I accepted.
Yeah.
And then it came down to Barnes because he won Team USA trials that year. And the only tournament he hadn't won yet was the World Cup. So he chose to bowl the World Cup over the Japan Cup. And then that's how I got in the Japan Cup, was because he bowled the World Cup. And then he ended up winning.
That's cool.
He won the World Cup.
Yeah, so it worked out for both of you.
Yeah.
You got to go to Japan?
Yeah, I go to Japan, and I go out there to bowl the PTQ. I'm actually not in the Japan Cup yet. And I missed the cut by one single pin. So then that gave me a 5-day vacation in Japan to watch the Japan Cup.
There could be worse places to vacation.
It was the best. It was the best.
You're like, I loved it.
Yeah.
It's the best cut I ever missed.
This friend Robert Lee, he's the Kegel guy over there. He does a bunch of stuff over there. He took us out to dinner every night. He ordered all of our food for us. He showed us around the country. He booked our hotel room the night before we left. Like, he did everything for us.
That's way cool. I mean, that is the hard part about Asia. Like, you really do need someone to help you through it.
You do, but they're so hospitable. Like,
that's great.
They will treat you. They don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Like, they know it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Just the language barrier. So they'll do anything for you. And it's like, I'll do this for you when you come to my country. When we come to the U.S., you take care of us. And it's just this cool relationship that the youth bowlers they're gonna meet youth bowlers in Sweden, and they're gonna have this relationship, and it's just gonna be cool.
I'm very excited for him.
You should go to Sweden.
I want to someday, not this year.
You should go and then make a little documentary about them.
Well, I am gonna send them a list of vlog. Gary was supposed to go. I still think he should go. We're still trying to get Gary to go.
He should go.
Yeah, we're like, you should go. But we do have Tim Mack over there. So Tim will be hanging out with the kids, and Martin is going to take care of them. And we have a great team. Tyler Jensen, I think, is going to go to that event, too.
And Tyler is now what?
Tyler is our executive VP.
Executive VP.
Yeah. So Bill Chrisman is still our CEO, and he's president currently because Dave Sims retired.
Yep.
Happy retirement to Dave. And Bill has stepped back in, kind of gotten a little more involved just to help through the transition. And then Tyler now is he's the executive VP. So he's right under Bill. And then got all of the other VPs. And
good for him.
Yeah, we have a great group at Storm. I mean, everyone, when we have people visit, and you start talking about how long some of the people have been there, like our VPs, most of them have been there 15, 20 years, which just shows like it's a great place to work. Like people, I mean, I've already been at Storm for 8 years, and it feels like I just started. So
I remember when I don't know if it was when you first started with Storm, but you were first working with Dell.
Yeah.
To kind of figure out, all right, what are we going to do?
Yeah. I mean, that was a long time ago. So, it was probably one of the first ones. Because I used to go out to the PBA stops a lot more. But then it got really expensive to travel to those. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, Airbnb, they don't, there's some always fees, hidden fees.
Oh my gosh, it's like it used to not be so expensive to travel and we could send someone out there, but we have a new social media person, Yannick, who's awesome. He is, he bowled at SCAD.
Cool.
Yeah, so he knows bowling and he's getting his feet wet. He just worked the military event. That was his first event that he worked, and gonna get him out there, and he's
Nice.
cool. Yeah, it's really fun because I think the sport is growing at all levels, and then it's kind of pushing more jobs, which is good.
That's what we need.
We need it to grow.
Thousands of them.
Yeah, we do. We need more bowlers to bowl.
Yeah, to
right?
bowl.
Yeah, don't give up.
And then the ones that are into like video and just stuff
yeah.
like that could be of value. That
Absolutely.
They choose to stay in.
Well, I think it's amazing. You know, we're watching all of these kids, and they're bowling. Right now, they're bowling all this youth bowling, and then they'll go and bowl in college. And some will choose to go on tour, and others will choose to maybe go and find a job. And we hope that they'll want to stay in bowling, and that's kind of what's happening. We just hired. So Yannick went to SCAD. Dylan Byers works for us too. He actually went to SCAD as well, and he's our new UX designer. So yeah. If you wanna,
What's a UX designer?
he makes the website look really good.
Oh, okay.
He's
gotcha.
that front end website. So basically, we tell him, Dylan, we have this crazy idea, and somehow he magically makes it come to life. I cannot.
I don't
believe
get
it.
those people.
Like, it's amazing. He looks at code all day, and somehow he's making the code
Turn into a web page. Yeah, I don't get it.
It's the most magical thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, how did you do that? Like, so it's great. But what I'm learning is these kids are really talented. Everyone under the age of, I'm going to say under the age of 30, because I'm now over the age of 30, and I see some of the stuff these kids are doing, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, social media has changed so much. Videos.
Just changed so much. I know the social media platform, it's like changing before our eyes. Every day something changes about it.
Yeah.
And there's different ones, and there's like
Yeah,
all
how do
these
you keep up on
competing
it?
products. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. I mean, even YouTube. YouTube's changed so much since you guys started, right?
Yeah, now there's shorts,
Yeah.
you know, and
Have you done the shorts or?
we've done them,
Yeah.
and we want to do
them.
more of them.
Yeah.
But it's similar to like the TikTok algorithm.
Yeah.
To where there's not a whole lot of ad revenue, but the ability to get views is higher.
Yeah.
So there's like, there's a value.
If you can turn them into subscribers,
There's
then it
definitely
makes sense,
a
right?
value
Yeah.
because it's pretty low hanging fruit on trying to reach like a lot of people. Like you could just do a nice ASMR drilling a bowling ball video that'll get 1 million views, and that's incredible.
Oh.
Because maybe those 1 million views, maybe they don't stick around, but at least you got the attention of 1 million people for half a second at least.
Yeah, you're like, at least they sort of know
At
who
least
we are.
they sort of know who you are. It's a start.
That's
So
true.
so they're important, I think. And,
Yeah.
Darren's doing a great job as well, just keeping up with different trends and what's hot. They do a really good job of that.
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Darren works really. I think you guys and Darren, you guys work really hard. I mean, people will say how great it is that you guys they love what you
it's a
do
lot of
or
work.
whatever, but I don't think they realize how much work it takes on top of you're bowling for a living and you're vlogging about it.
Yeah.
So like after you finish bowling, you're like, let me go to the hotel room and edit this video.
Yeah. And Darren, I was actually thinking about this today. It's like sometimes when I bowl bad, I hide.
Yeah.
And I let Kyle do the rest of it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But Darren can't. It's all about him.
Yeah, true.
So he has to man up and
That's-
just take the, That's even tougher in my opinion.
That is true. I never thought about it like that, but you're totally right. Yeah. You know who else is starting to get into the YouTube game, but they're doing it from a different perspective, is Mikey and Chris.
Yeah, they're doing great. They started a channel for their...
I love their Pro Shop
Pro Shop
videos. It's unbelievable. And Chris is so real about it. And I don't know what it is about Mikey, but he has a good kind of perspective on things, too. Like
Mikey could absolutely... he could tell you a ball's terrible, and you just appreciate it. Like, there's just something about him that's like, all right,
Yeah, so I've been watching some of their videos, and I'm like, wow, these are really good. So check that out. So for anyone watching, we have one frame left before Kyle pops in. You have what are all the ways that people can follow Brad and Kyle now?
So we do our YouTube. We have an Instagram, Brad and Kyle on Instagram. We update that quite often, and we update our Facebook page quite often. Those are pretty much the 3 platforms we use the most.
Okay, and then
we have a TikTok.
Yeah, that's hard.
TikTok's hard.
It's so hard. We just started a TikTok at Storm. That was Yannick. Well, we had the channel. I got the channel a long time ago, but I've been like so afraid to start it.
I think you guys could crush a TikTok.
Yeah.
All the
so
balls going down the lane.
It's so much time. People like the shorter videos take more time than the longer videos.
They can.
So yeah, but Yannick's working on it. So we do have TikTok, but yeah, it's hard. TikTok's hard. Yeah, because I feel like that the TikTok space is mostly comedy, kind of, or like some kind of personality, or
and it's kind of random.
Really
as well.
random, yeah.
Your audience is random.
Yeah.
Like you'll get some random comments sometimes, and other times videos won't get views, and it is kind of random. But yeah, just mainly those 3 platforms.
And then you have your little subscriber group too, right?
And then we have a subscriber group. We have a coaching group.
Yeah.
And it's called the Brad and Kyle membership. We got that plaster all over our socials. If you're interested in some form of coaching, you can find it on our social media.
Which I think is cool. I think it's great. And the members inside the group, they love it. Yeah.
And the coach we have hired, Daniel, he does a phenomenal job.
Cool.
I mean, he is on top of it every morning. He's taking care of what needs to be taken care of in the group. Kyle and I are in there answering questions, and yeah, it's just been awesome.
That's awesome.
And there's actually a couple members here. There's
nice.
some members. We find members all over the place when we go. It's like randomly.
That's cool.
So
and you guys are vlogging this weekend. So
and we're vlogging.
The vlog will be on the channel. You get to see an SYC from Brad and Kyle's point of view.
Yeah, it'll either be Monday or Wednesday.
Okay, cool.
I'll have it up.
You know,
it's going to be a cool video.
Yeah. Well, the kids are so much
They're
fun.
the best.
Oh my gosh.
I almost just want to come to all these.
You're always welcome.
I'd rather promote the kids than the
right.
adults. They're so happy, the kids.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's why I love coming to the SYCs. Like, I'm not saying that I don't love working the
They're so excited to be here.
Right. Exactly. And, we just watched the U12. So, Anthony Swanson, 169. He's not happy with that game. He's already moved on. But U12 was just down here. They might be the most fun to watch.
They are.
They are so into. Now they're so serious and so into it, but they are having a ball.
And this pattern's so hard for them. For any 12-year-old, it's going to be hard.
Right. But they're with it.
They're with it. Yeah. That was a good shot by Brady in the 10th.
Yeah.
Nice little turkey to end the game. All right.
He's like, I'm ready. You know what? He had minus the open. Look at, he went double, open, turkey.
Yeah.
Stupid open.
Stupid open. You see, Swanson was the opposite. He made, the 8th and 9th.
Yeah. Yeah, that it just got a little. Well, that 6-1 was weird. It was like a bucket, and he got the one off of it. I can't remember. It was. I remember seeing it.
Come on.
Oh, that was a good shot.
On 5 and 6, they're 4 frames behind. Yikes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Micah Jensen, you see on lane 6. He's from North Dakota.
The Gordon kids crack me up.
Oh my gosh, are they not awesome?
They're funny.
Oh, little Miles is really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Elliot. I mean, I say Miles, but Elliot's just as good.
Yeah.
Those two brothers. Miles just moved up to U15.
Okay.
So he's been crushing the U12, winning pretty much the last 3, I think. He has 5 titles, I think.
And Elliot's older?
Elliot is older.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, unfortunately, Miles is coming to beat up on his brother.
Yeah.
Happens.
It happens.
But Elliot will beat up back because Elliot's had some tournaments. Elliot had one tournament where he averaged 250 on the short pattern.
There's quite a few.
Crushed it.
There's quite a few brother and brother sister combos.
Yeah, lots of siblings here. Yeah, they're definitely. It's SYC is all about the family, and the siblings are all part of it, and sometimes the siblings push each other. sometimes we have siblings that they started,
Ooh, good shot. Man.
like one sibling was bowling and another sibling was doing another sport, and eventually they come to bowling.
Eventually they get into bowling.
They're like, all right, fine.
It catches them.
Yeah,
Ooh, good shot.
really good.
All right, so Israel, he's got a 215 game.
He'll be high on the pair.
That is a massive game.
Huge. I mean, I'm actually
You guys are
surprised, but the scores are not very high.
torturers, you guys.
Not normally.
So, yeah, normally you guys, the scores are just a little bit higher?
Well, so here's what we do at the SYC. We understand that this may be the kids' very first tournament ever, while we also have kids that are definitely like,
Yes.
they've bowled hundreds of tournaments, they've won junior gold. So we talked to Kegel. We're like, we need to balance this out. We don't want to crush the kids at their first tournament ever, but we also need to have competition for
They
the
need to
older
know
kids. Yeah. So we trying to make it a pretty. It's challenging, but it's not the U.S. Open.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in between.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. The short pattern this morning looked really hard. But the short pattern is really hard normally. The last couple tournaments we kept calling it medium. Like the short was a little long, so I think this was the first one
That was actually short.
that was shorter
Yeah.
because it was 35. That's the shortest pattern we've had in a while, and I think we did tell Kegel, we're like, it had been a little softer, we felt like. So
Yeah, maybe this building is just, I don't know, maybe if they wouldn't have leveled them, maybe it would have
Yeah.
played a little easier. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, so currently Elliot, I'm looking up just medium. Elliot Gordon. Lawson, I saw this. They were down there. Lawson Spurbeck had 242 game 1. Elliot Gordon 222 and Miles 202. That's the U15 boys. Let's see. U18 boys on the medium. Trey back 252 game 1. Jack Pearson 245. Landon 244. So the U18 boys have figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 20, 200 plus.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's way different than this morning. And I would say way different than what we're kind of seeing down here. U18 girls. Look, they're struggling a little bit. Abby's 201 at third. Kira 207. Cassie 210. So yeah, I think lower rev rate maybe having some trouble on
So
this.
Gianna had 160.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So she might
Oh,
have.
yeah.
Someone might have jumped her in the
let's look
standings.
overall. Abigail. Abby Starkey. Oh, these two, Abby and Gianna.
They're good friends.
They're good friends. They've grown up together. They bowled EYTs together. They bowl a lot of tournaments together. They're both from kind of the Chicago area. And they bowl each other all the time.
Oh, well, then they're going to.
Yeah. Because, they're just like these two. It's Gianna and Abby last weekend, PBA Junior.
That
Gianna
reminds
versus
me
Abby.
of Gigi and Julia Bond.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
They were like a little duo.
Yeah, so it's...
Has Gianna made Team USA? Team USA?
Yes, she has. She just bowled in Peru for her junior
Okay.
team. They just went, a month ago, 3 weeks ago? So her mom actually is carrying a little llama. You should pet it. It's real llama.
A real llama?
It's like real llama. Not like a real
okay.
llama in the bowling center, but like a little stuffed.
Okay.
But it's like real fur.
Real fur?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should ask if you can hold. His name's Sammy.
Okay. We have Elliot here on the left. I bet you he spares this. He's taking his time.
Well, let's go.
Come on, Elliot. No.
But Elliot, so actually, I
Doesn't
didn't even
seem
notice.
thrilled.
Yeah, he's not enjoying this very much.
No.
Mike Sled's in the chat. Mike was supposed to be here with us. I don't know if you were listening earlier, Mike. I gave you a shout out. He was supposed to be here with us this weekend. He had a toothache, which is arguably the worst.
Could be the worst.
I hate anything that
It's like
involves a
debilitating.
dentist. Anything. Hate dentists.
You hate the sound of a drill in your
Oh.
mouth.
Nope, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, so Mike, we're thinking about you. But Mike did donate. You know, he's a great partner, and all the guys over at PBA Junior, they're great partners with the SYC. We're an affiliate. And Mike donated his Green Bay Packers tickets to help us raise money for Make-A-Wish and
Mike
Valor
has
versus
Green Bay Packer tickets?
He did. Well, the preseason ones tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gave him away, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Yeah, he's.
Is he up here in Milwaukee, or is he in?
He lives outside of
Green Bay?
Milwaukee.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he can go to Green Bay.
Yeah, he's a big Green Bay fan. If you ever see it.
Okay.
I
didn't know that.
He's a big Packers fan. Big.
Nice. We'll see what they got. Jordan Love this year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
See how that goes, huh?
We're trying to get a fantasy football thing going with the house guys.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be good content.
We could all talk about it in our vlogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do that.
Yeah.
What's the holdup?
We're starting it. We just started it.
Okay, good.
Today we just started.
Oh, cool. Did you do auto draft or are you drafting?
We're gonna draft.
Okay, that's cool. I'm doing a fantasy league with my neighbors this year. I did a fantasy league a couple years ago, but they do one, but we're doing the auto draft. And I'm like, I don't know if I like this. Like, I wanna pick my own team.
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, exactly. That's the fun of it.
I know, but everyone's so busy, and they have some other friends in Utah, and everyone works different shifts. Like, well, I travel a lot, and then we got some graveyard shifts and stuff, so it was impossible trying to get everyone to schedule a draft. So.
Yeah, I've been refusing. I don't play.
Yeah.
Because every time we go into film, Kyle and Dennis, that's all they do is sit there and talk fantasy football. And they're like, you should play. I'm like, why? That's all you guys do and talk about. You just want me to consume my life?
Yeah. And they're like, yes.
Yes, that's exactly what we want.
Well, now I'm going to watch this. I'm excited to see your fantasy team play out.
Yep.
There you go. There's your sneak peek, everyone.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
That's really fun. All right, I see Kyle waiting in the wings. We are going to take a short break. I'm gonna go to a break page, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Kyle Sherman.
How we doing, everybody?
Kyle, so you've been wandering. What have you seen?
Oh, from the pattern? Well, it's your typical medium pattern. A lot of times on these medium patterns, it gives you the feel that you can kind of attack it from anywhere, and that's kind of true for a lot of the cases. Guys can throw urethane if they want. They can you can kind of get in a little deeper and hook them. I see some guys and ladies trying to go up the gutter a little bit, kind of playing everywhere.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you get on a pattern like this, it's shot making. You got to try to find something controllable, and then also pair to pair. Since you can play everywhere on the lane, that next pair is a good chance that they're drastically different. So when you have a short pattern out there,
That's awesome, though.
a lot of times people are just playing the same part of the lane. Same thing as a long pattern. Most people are just going to be playing deep, but when you have a medium pattern, people are playing everywhere. So sometimes it's hard to follow that transition.
Totally. Keegan Alexander just popped by and said the 64th frame was his first open of the day.
Oh, that's a pretty good stretch, huh?
Yeah, he's like, I thought I was going to do it. I was like, that's
Do what?
I don't know.
Clean the whole tournament?
Apparently.
Where did you say Portland, Maine?
Yeah.
It's going to be September.
22nd through the 28th. Yeah.
What is it?
PBA League. Go on PBA.com.
Advertising the league. I like it, Kyle.
Advertising. Oh, yeah, we were talking about. I was like,
That's a good league.
If you're gonna go to one bowling sporting event and you're a fan of bowling, it's the PBA League.
100%.
It's unbelievable. It's unlike any. Have you ever been?
I have. I went one time, but not for the league. I was there for the. What was I there for? Zeke Bate is my childhood best friend.
Oh yeah.
And he made his first show in Maine. And
I remember that.
Yeah, his mom and I went and surprised him. He had no idea we were coming, and then we watched him bowl on his
Yeah, it's
first
pretty
show.
crazy up there.
It was nuts. I'm like, everyone told me, but I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, if you're a bowling fan and you just enjoy the game, you enjoy the competition, and you want to go to, for one, a beautiful place that is Portland, Maine.
Yes, great food.
For two, Charlie and the crew up there at Bopo and Bayside Bowl, they just do such a phenomenal job. Great proprietor, great people, great experience. And then you throw the league on top of it. Oh, God.
And you get to see everybody, right?
You see everyone.
Like it's, I mean, that's a great
And you get to see guys where it's just a different environment. It's team. So, like Belmo can't carry a team. He only gets to throw 2 shots. And then some guys really dwell under that team aspect, and some guys don't do as well. So it's just an unbelievable event, and everyone should go.
I agree. Totally agree. All right, so the bowlers we're watching: Wyatt Spear, Levi Polantier. I think I pronounced that wrong again. I need Levi to come tell me how to pronounce his last name. Christian Sedgwick, Tatum Lee, JT Grothus, and
Andreas.
Okay, go for it.
Fedizin.
Go for it. It's on you.
That's got to be close. Andreas
is definitely, that's right. Fedizin. I could see that. We'll see. They'll tell us. They're usually listening, and they're like, hey, it's this.
It's actually this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to let you just read the names because I thought you were doing a great job.
Oh, yeah. I already, at the beginning of every live stream, I go, yep, I butcher it. I know, and I apologize in advance.
It's tough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this medium pattern is still playing very difficult.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that, too, is going to play into the house characteristics here. I think it's just a difficult house in general to bowl at. Carry looks tough. The way the wear and tear on the lanes, the topography, whatever variables are happening there, it just makes this place play pretty difficult. So
I thought Tatum was going to get that.
It was close.
I was like, slide a little more. No.
Edge of our seats, Tatum. Yeah, it looked like the scores in the U18 were a touch higher, a few more 200 games. The girls' side, there was I think there was only 3 200 games after the first 2, but nothing too crazy. So still playing difficult, and then I think their scores are pretty low still for the other divisions. So. Yeah,
it looks like some of the scores are being inputted right now. We'll give it a minute so that they can get all the scores in. But, yeah, it's I down here, I thought that it looked like it was lower than I thought it'd be. But I don't know if that's just down here, or we did have some younger athletes bowling, and it looks like it's a little trickier for the lower rev rates.
Yeah, these. I can tell you what, I'm not a fan of the medium patterns.
Yeah.
They eat my lunch.
Yeah.
Promise you that. Give me a long pattern where I know I got to play left. Give me a short pattern where I know how to play right. All those boards in the middle part of the lane, I stay away from those.
Yeah. All right. Our chat is quiet.
Chat is quiet.
Who are you guys rooting on? And what questions do you have for Kyle? Kyle's here. Kyle wants to answer your questions.
I would love to answer your questions. It was funny. We did the questionnaire yesterday.
Yeah.
And questions were a little slim. We had a few, but then they slowed down. And, of course, as soon as we're done, like 3 or 4 people comes up, hey, I have a question. I'm like, you could have asked it during the thing.
But I have heard everyone loved your seminar, for the record.
All right.
I know,
Well, that's good.
because I told Brad, I'm like, I know it's tough when you are doing it because you're like, you don't know how it's going. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
is this, like,
Yeah,
no one's
you're like,
asking
how are
anything?
people
Yeah,
reacting
they
to
loved
this?
it. Everyone
That's
loved
good.
it. Yeah. They
Glad.
just love listening to you.
Oh, that'll never cease to amaze me, but I appreciate everyone.
Yeah, and we were talking to Brad. We're like, I asked him, I'm like, what are all the ways to follow you guys right now? So he ran down all the social media, and then we were talking about your subscriber group, which
Yeah.
is awesome. And if anyone's looking for some coaching,
Yeah, let
Fun
us know. We're
opportunity.
trying to do some more clinics out there. We've done a couple of them now, and man, they're fun. Like
Yeah.
when you get people that actually want to sign up, and when they come there, they're serious about getting better,
yeah,
and just being to work with those people, no matter what your skill level is. If you have that passion and you have that interest to really want to get better at the game, it's just so much fun being around them for a whole weekend. So try to do more stuff like that. At first, I kind of thought, clinic, I gotta go coach. And I'm like, wow, these guys everyone's bowling nerds like me. So it's just like
Yeah, you
hanging
get
out with
along.
bowlers. It's great.
Right. Yeah,
I love it.
that is the fun part. It's like last night at the park. Like, bowlers fill out your score sheets. That's what I was. That's why scores take a little longer. Sometimes we have to chase them down.
You need some fines going on. We can't do money.
Oh man,
Can't do money, but you
Yeah.
could do like, all right, 50 push-ups. I
I
don't
know, right? I know. That's the yeah. So it's like last night at the park. So I'll always have kids' parents when it's their first SYC, and they're like, I don't know if they're gonna make friends. Your kids will find friends at the SYC or
Yeah.
at a youth bowling tournament because, just like you said, everyone loves bowling.
Well, and we mentioned that in the car ride back yesterday, how there's just a lot of good kids, a lot of good families up here,
yeah.
and the vibes, as the kids say, are just good. Good, a lot of good kids up here. It makes for a really good environment.
Yeah, and even Brad was talking about it earlier. He goes, yeah, if your kid is not so, out there, like social or whatever, there's another kid out there that's not super social, and they'll be friends.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah, you'll find.
There's all walks of life. I don't hang around kids very often anymore.
What?
Let me tell you. It's always fun. It's always interesting. There's so many different personalities out there, and they're going through like their adolescent phase, and
Right.
some of them are so awkward, and then some of them are just learning new skills on how to talk to people, and it's just man, kids never cease to amaze you.
They're awesome. Yeah.
It's funny.
And
so.
it's always funny. So I had one of the bowlers that's bowled a lot of SYCs. I asked him yesterday. It was before practice started. It was like right at the end of your guys' seminar, and I go, man, how's it going? And he goes, it's been better. I was like, what happened? He goes, nothing. It's just been better. And so I told his mom last night. I go, yeah. So I asked him how it was going, and he said it's been better. And she just started laughing. She's like, leave it to him. He will tell you honestly the truth all the time.
It's funny when kids come back to you with like a witty little humor or something, or roast. Like yesterday, we were playing volleyball, and I went up. I was just going up for one serve, served it right into the net. As I'm walking away, this kid picks up the volleyball. He's like 12. And he goes, "You better stick to bowling." I just got roasted by a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I did not see it coming. I'm thinking, I'm the pro.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they're a little
Respect.
shy.
Yeah, really.
Ask
Nope.
something. No. This kid just went right for the jugular.
he's like, here you go.
I'm like, you're right. I will stick to bowling.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. So, game number 3. No, game number 2. What game is
3.
it? 3. Okay, it is game 3. So lost. I just looked up to our left. So anyone watching, they'll see Mateo Quintero, who's a 5-time SYC champ. He had to withdraw.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
What
it
happened?
sucks. Something's going on with his neck.
Oh.
He's having like a neck issue. Went to the chiropractor this morning, tried to get it worked out, and just not something. It almost
Really?
feels like a pinched nerve or something. So, yeah, not fun.
Dang. Well,
Yeah.
hope he resolves that quick.
Yeah, I feel bad, but you know these kids are traveling. I feel like, you know, I half the time I can't wake up without my neck hurting.
Yeah.
But from like hotel beds.
Yeah, you're
and
sleeping in different beds,
airplanes
you're
and-
riding in
yeah.
cars,
and they're
you're
doing the same
sitting-
thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And on top of bowling.
yeah, right. And then playing football at the park and everything.
Some kid yesterday did come up. He's like, he's young, and he's like, Kyle, how you doing? How old are you? I'm 14. He's like, hey, do you have any stretches for your back? I'm like, your back? I was like, the stretch is that you're 14, dude. you should be waking up every day feeling like
I'm gonna
feeling
run,
amazing.
run
Yeah.
a mile or something.
Yeah,
right?
I can run through a brick wall, then do it again.
Yeah.
He's like, I need some back stretches. I'm like, oh Lord, you're in trouble, my guy. Hate to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've overcome some injuries recently.
Oh yeah, I've been. I'm halfway through my physical therapy certification just by the experience of being in a physical therapy room for the amount of times that I've been in. It's
Yeah, what have we got going on?
Oh,
we had the
whatever. I've had 2 hip surgeries, the same procedure on both hips. I had torn labrums on both hips, and they were just causing issues and some pain that just wouldn't go away. And so then I had a little thing where I also have a torn labrum in my shoulder that I never got fixed, and I just hit it with some cortisone, stretch it, keep it mobilized, and that seems to solve that. And then I messed up I do the stupidest stuff. And I messed up. I was squatting, and I messed up my back. And then I played basketball one time, and I messed it up again.
Oh, gee.
And it's like never bowling related. It's you know what's the problem? It's the summers when I'm not bowling. I go and do stupid stuff. I got
idle
too
minds.
much time on my hands. I'm like, oh yeah, I can still play basketball at a high level, and I'm in bare feet, and I've never haven't played in 5 years. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kyle. So that's what gets me in trouble.
Here, I don't know if you will like this or not, but Stephanie Alexander says, I always use Kyle as an example to Keegan as to why he needs to have a college degree before tour with all his injuries.
Damn. That's a little brutal. Stephanie. Okay.
Kyle's coming for you.
No kidding.
But no, anything to make the kids want to go to college, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know about anything. You can maybe use another name out there, like someone old.
Oh,
That's brutal.
Aw.
But yeah, no, definitely have a degree. If you got to use my injuries, I guess that works.
Yeah.
But you should be doing that anyway.
Yeah, true that. I was looking up, I do have a bio for Wyatt when he's up next. But we do hope you're not injured for the next season.
Oh, we're good. We're feeling
Healthy.
good right now.
Yeah, good. Now, Brad said he has to bowl PTQs.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to make him feel better and say, well, that's more content.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
How'd that go?
It was, well, he was on live stream, so he's
Yeah,
on his best behavior.
So however enthusiastic he was about that, dial that down like 7 notches because he was on camera, and that's how he's feeling about it.
Yeah, right?
And I would be feeling the exact same way.
Yeah, I mean, at first, I think my first response when he said it was, ouch. Because those PTQs are rough.
We haven't even talked about it yet. I don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
I feel, you know, you just feel bad because
Ugh.
in no way, shape, or I mean, he just had a bad year, and you know, he's been a top 25 guy for the last 3 years, and just one bad little slump he got in ended up costing quite a bit. He was 1 spot out. So it's last year the top, I think it was top 60. if it was top 6, he finished 61st. So,
Ugh.
but yeah, no, I don't. You know, Blair. To be honest, if I had to bowl PTQs, I don't know if I would do it. I might. I don't know how I would get back on the PBA tour but the PTQ grind is unbelievably hard.
Yeah.
And now, with they're
More,
just
yeah.
they're just the less and less. They're just going with less and less. What's the word I'm looking for?
Lane beds.
Excused.
Oh,
what's
yeah.
that? What's that term?
Yeah,
Why-
exempt.
Exempt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry.
That was a hard one for me. They're going with less and less exempt players. So those players are just going to be in the PTQ field. And the PTQ field is almost already like winning a PBA title.
Yeah.
Like, they're so good.
You make it out of the PTQ, and then, oh, by the way, you still have to bowl the actual event.
Yeah. Oh, here, give me more money now.
Yeah. And go bowl
congrats,
Simo.
you get the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah. Go bowl Belmo, Simo. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're still paying full expenses to get into a tournament to possibly make money. And then, obviously, you can't really work ahead of time. And one of the tough things is that they host these PTQs a lot of times on the weekends. So now, you know, if you're trying to bowl for a living and you miss the PTQ and it's a Tuesday, well, you can still go bowl like an amateur tournament on the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
But now that's
geez.
taken away your possibility to go bowl like something and make some
Never
money.
even thought of that.
Yeah, so it's a tough grind. So, you know, it's taking up your bowling time for a chance to maybe do it, and you know, it's a necessary evil. I just hope they build up the PTQ to where it just allows more players to get in.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to even see it be its own tournament to an extent.
Yeah. I
you
can
know?
see it becoming that, especially with as many kids that are out here. Like, you see how many kids are just bowling on a weekend, right? And all
Yeah.
of them want to go bowl on tour someday. So the PTQ field's not getting any smaller, I hope. I
No.
hope it just continues to grow and grow.
And you know, it will. Like, there's
Yeah.
all our PTQs this year were sold out.
Yeah.
And under the current form of what it is. So I hope they keep growing it. I hope they figure out ways to keep growing it. I just don't know if I would do it. It's a brutal deal.
Yeah. Well, we are looking forward to the Brad Miller PTQ content. All of us.
You know what? It would be a journey. It would be a journey.
I mean, we did discuss this. I go, how many views would it get if he makes it out of the PTQ, through the tournament, onto the TV show, and wins?
The story is writing itself. Like, it's the beginning of a great story. You
Yeah.
know, from being an exempt player, making some shows, not being exempt, grind your way, you know,
Yeah.
starting back from the bottom,
Yeah.
grinding your way through that, and then
he used
popping off his first title maybe from the PTQ.
Right.
Yeah,
he used rags to
crazy.
riches. I'm like, geez,
Rags
Brad.
to
He like,
Oh,
this is where you're at, Kyle.
Rags to riches. I mean, it's true, but Jesus. Blair, you're just killing me
I
right
didn't
now.
come up with it. He did.
Oh, he
I'm
said
like,
it?
Yeah, he said it.
I guess that makes it better. Rags to riches.
I'm like,
We're rags right now, Blair. God.
oh man.
Brad and Kyle channel is down and out.
He's like Oliver Twist.
Oh my
More
God.
soup.
Oh,
No, he didn't use that
Lord.
one, but anyway, all right. we move back to the youth bowlers. But there is stuff to look forward to on the Brad and Kyle channel.
There's always stuff.
Yeah.
It's
You guys are always doing stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah, we try to keep busy. It seems like even when we're not busy, we're busy these days, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal, right?
That is the goal.
Yeah, always be busy. All right, we got the pair to our left is striking a bunch. I was going to give a shout out to Joss Weems, but then I jinxed him in my head by even thinking about giving him a shout out. So there's that. Got
Broadcasting 101. I mentioned this earlier. You can't believe the black cloud is real, but you can't believe in the black cloud.
It's
you know?
legit. It is a legit thing.
So I
that
have
black
some
cloud.
scores after the first two.
All right,
we
let's
have, Landon Jordan is your leader in the U18 division men's with plus 78.
Holy
you
cow.
have Ethan Caruso
Yep.
right behind him at plus 76.
Awesome.
And you have Keegan Alexander at 64 over. And then
They are striking.
Griffin Jordan.
That's Landon's twin brother.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, he's in fourth at plus 54. There's a lot of duo kids, siblings
Yeah.
out here that are crushing it. So a little higher scoring in that division. Let's look at the U18 girls. U18 girls, your leader is Kiera
Maxim.
Maxim. There you
Yep.
go, plus 19. Then you have Abigail Starkey at plus 18. Those are your only 2+ female women in the U18 division. And then third is Ariana.
Oh, shoot. I am going to butcher her name too. Arajo. Yes.
At minus 33. That's your third place. And then you have Cassidy Vincent
All
at
right.
minus 35. That's your top 4 for the U18 girls.
Nice. So there is some striking out there.
Yeah,
There is.
A little higher scoring on this pattern overall. Then you have Skylar Peets at minus 19 for the U15 women. She is leading currently at minus 19 for the U15 boys. You have Joss Weems.
Joss. Yeah.
Weems.
He is just to the left. He's the one I was going to jinx.
Oh, that's who you're going to jinx.
Yeah. Well, I did actually.
Don't jinx him. He's leading.
I jinxed him in my
Oh.
head, but
Oh.
I didn't even say anything
You
because
threw
he
the
had.
dart.
Yeah,
You darted
he had
him.
strike, spare, turkey, and then he went spare again. Because I was gonna say, oh look, we're on a streak.
Well, he is your only plus U15 male, and he's got a good game going on
He
here.
does,
so
yeah.
looks
Henry
like-
Vader over here is killing it too. So
Ooh, let's see if
I don't know what he's been doing.
Ooh, he is minus 61.
Oh, so this could be a huge game for him.
Yeah, and he has strike, spare, 6-bagger.
Yeah.
So he could potentially get plus after this game if he strikes out.
Yeah. Tyler Polis over on 5 and 6 too. He's pulled a bunch of SYCs.
You know
That
what's
was a
awesome
nice
to
guy.
see that I don't get to see very often is when kids miss or leave an open or split or whatever, they come back happy sometimes, like smiling, like, oh, I messed up.
Yeah.
I'll get it again. Oh, silly me. And we're just used to, bowling for money, all this pressure on the line, adults just acting like idiots and being mad and just always angry. And I'm like, oh, I got a little inspiration watching these kids. They'll like miss a spare chop and be like, shucks. But I still love bowling. I'm
yeah.
like, this is amazing. I'm drawing a lot of inspiration on how I need to act.
Well, the other thing too, Kyle, that sometimes the kids take for granted because they honestly could bowl every weekend. So even if they have a really, really bad weekend, they're like, yeah, I'll go bowl next weekend.
Yeah.
Which sometimes you don't get the luxury of.
Correct. And I know when I was bowling as a kid, we did not have the opportunity for a youth tournament every weekend. I remember we had one local tournament when I was growing up that was a circuit in the St. Louis area, and it was always on house shots. And then we learned what sports shots were. My mom actually started running tournaments just so mainly I could have something and then everyone else could have something to bowl because there were just no sports shot tournaments to bowl as a kid. And I just bowled against adults.
Yeah.
Because that's when the smart stuff came up and you could just sign a waiver and go that route. So I would, from the ages of like 15 to 21, I would just sign a smart waiver and go bowl against the big guys.
Well, and you were in a great bowling area too. St.
Yeah.
Louis is huge for bowling.
Yeah, they always have tournaments going, great tournament directors in the area. There's always something happening in the St. Louis area for bowling.
We went and bowled the Ozarks for the first time this year. That's a great tournament.
Yeah, that is one of the most renowned teams, singles, and doubles tournaments that there ever has been. I know back in the day, they used to have similar numbers to the Open Championships. They would get a crazy amount of people to come bowl.
That's amazing.
They still get a ton of people to come
yeah,
bowl.
absolutely.
But down there at Enterprise and Sunshine Lanes in Springfield, Missouri,
Yeah.
it's a great, and it's a good little getaway. It's always just a fun tournament to go bowl.
Yeah, and it's not unlike some other tournaments. You can strike a little bit.
You can strike. It's handicap.
It's like, oh, okay, I can have fun.
You can make some money.
Yeah.
It's an awesome time. I love that tournament.
Yeah. All right, so Mr. Joss, who you said is the only U15 plus, here he goes. They're on the duo. Look, I jinxed him.
Oh, God.
Oh, Joss, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to jinx you.
It's all Blair.
Dang. He did tell me before this tournament started that I asked him what his favorite ball is right now, and the duo is his favorite ball.
Duo's his favorite
Yeah.
ball. Nice.
He really likes that ball.
Well, it's showing.
Yeah,
See
totally.
See if Josh can make it spare here. Hook a little.
No spare.
That's all right.
That's all right. He still has a good game here. He didn't want an open in the ninth. Sorry. That's my fault.
He didn't, but 220.
Yeah.
Little double, 2-teen. It's a good game. And he's got a pretty good lead right now. But
He does.
Henry Vader
Yeah, here he
struck in
goes.
the ninth, so he's now working on a 7-bagger. So we got lane 6 here. It's going to be up on your left. If Henry Vader had a chance at the big 280 game.
He got a little break last frame. He got the 4-9 to trip out.
We call that playing the rack, Blair.
Okay, all right.
It was
there you
it was he was trying to do that.
go. Yeah. Is that what you guys
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
It's not
Okay,
luck.
it's a little in. Oh, it holds and
Oh.
it's 10 back. Maybe
Little
that's what he's trying to do.
Fist bump,
He
too.
wants it.
Whew.
That was thinking back to plus.
Man.
So he's gonna look at a plus score or around right at around even. If he can get this one, I believe he can get to minus 19.
That's
Or sorry,
amazing.
plus 19. Dang, that was aced.
It was.
280s, hard to come by at
Yeah.
the SYC in Green Bay here.
Yeah.
Hard to come by ever. All the time. What am I saying?
Yeah.
They're always hard to come by.
Yeah. I don't know. Some tournaments, the guys are always shooting 279, I feel like.
Yeah,
Every time I look up.
you're right.
It's brutal. You don't like those tournaments, right?
You know,
Unless you're shooting
they're not my.
279.
Yeah, if I'm doing it, I mean, sure. Oh, he gets it. Oh my gosh, he
Killing it.
has some hold going on right now.
He's killing it.
That is awesome. It's 270 in the books. Whatever he gets here, that's what. Get the 280 max out. What a game. Back to plus. Shooting himself up the leaderboard, probably about 10 spots. I would think he would be sitting around second after this game. So
That's amazing. Wyatt Spear, too, here. He's striking out. Lefty.
he's putting a little pressure on Joss here. Says, hey, I know you're 30 over, but I'm going to shoot this 280 real quick and let you know I'm right behind you.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Joss is working on a Rubik's Cube. This is a strategy I see a lot with youth bowlers.
Oh my. These guys are next level out here. Next level.
In between frames, they're like, yeah, here, let me solve this Rubik's. And he's not even solving a normal Rubik's Cube. He has a super Rubik's Cube.
Oh, my God.
It's not like the normal, like, 4 square or 5 square or whatever. It's, like, double.
I have a question for you. Do you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube?
0%.
Okay, so here's the predicament that you have found yourself in. We're going to put you in a jail cell. You can either sit in the jail cell for a year, or I can give you in a Rubik's Cube, and you can get out as soon as you solve it.
Oh, jeez.
Which one would you rather have?
Oh, my God. I don't know. I'm afraid it would
How
take
much
me more
faith
than
do
a
you
year.
have in yourself? I promise you, I am just booking my whole year in jail and calling it a day.
Yeah.
There's a chance I never get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because I look at them sometimes and no, I'm like, especially if it's like all mixed up, like they could hand it to you and it'd be like completely mixed up,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I can solve one side. I can get, when you first learn, you learn how to solve the green side, and you get the 4 corners or whatever that it was. I got that, and I could never get any further. I just mess it up. I'm like, nope.
yeah, no, I got nothing. All right, so Henry Vader, 280. Okay.
Okay. So that's going to put him at plus 19, I believe. I think he was minus 61. Dug deep, shot 280.
Oh, by the way, Stephanie, Keegan had open 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 bagger. That's all right.
We'll take those.
Apparently, he was really mad about having another open. Because, you know, he went like 50 clean this morning and then
Yeah,
needed to
he's taking it personal today,
frame
I guess.
64 and opened and then had another open. And he's like, no, thank you.
Yep. He's taking it hard on himself. He's like, if I open, I got to throw a 7-bagger. So that's a good way to look at it.
Joss Weems 210, so that's good. Still got a little lead, still going.
Yeah, we'll take the 210s.
All right, so Kyle, Brad is going to come back, join you. You guys are going to call some more action. Looks like you may have some U18 bowlers. U18, and then
All
whoever's
right.
moving down after that. Thanks for being here this weekend.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you guys gave us the opportunity to come down here. Keegan, he gave it a little, he's rushing off the approach. Shirt's coming up. He wanted that one.
Ooh.
He gave it a premature, he's got to learn not to do that. He gave it a premature fist bump. And trust me, the pins know when you do that, so they're just never going to fall.
They know. They know. Leave it. Listen to Kyle.
He wanted it, but you can't let the pins know you want it. You know, you got to play hard to get.
That's awesome. Stephanie would like you to know that she was not. She tells Keegan in a nice way.
Uh-huh.
And she feels bad that you're so young and have had so many injuries.
There's some backtracking going on here, Stephanie. I know. I see it. Sprinting away. It's okay. Yeah, I've been good. I've only missed 3 tournaments from my injuries, though, and that was this year.
That is impressive.
So it's just, I bowl this season. I do some stupid stuff over summer.
Have to recover.
From August to December, I'm just out of commission. But so far, so good this year. So.
That's awesome. Keegan, his fry caused a little air.
That is a good example on, again, Keegan. I don't mean to keep picking on you here, but
well, Stephanie
no,
picked on you, so
it's Keegan. I've been in your shoes so many times where you're dialed in, you want it, and then you get a little. That's what we talk about, controlling those emotions, keeping the highs not too high and the lows not too low. You kind of overreact to a shot that was close, but you 4-pin, and the reaction off that is you immediately got to forget about it and move on to the spare and keep your focus, because that little miscue on the focus when you just overreact to that shot, it's hard to calm yourself down after that, and then that's when the silly mistakes creep in, like missing a 4-pin. I mean, he went 54 frames clean.
Yes.
I assume he picked a few single pins
64.
in there. Yeah, and he probably 64.
64.
64 frames clean.
Yes.
So he probably picked quite a few spares. So he has a great spare game, but
yeah,
that's when you come off that. You just gotta really reset after every shot, one shot at a time. And
I like it. All right, we will be right back. We're going to let some bowlers change lanes. And, Kyle, you're bringing Brad back.
sounds good.
All
Thanks,
right,
Blair.
We'll see you.
All right, and we're back. Hello.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Brad and Kyle, also known as the Kyle and Brad channel.
Yeah.
There was a kid that made a suggestion that we should bowl for the first name in the channel. And I heavily agree with that suggestion.
Yeah, let's bowl 72 games in 2 days.
I don't agree as much with this suggestion. I was kind of thinking like a 10-frame roll-off, dude. Just a lot of pressure on one shot. I'm not here for the marathon. I'm here for the sprint. But we should do that every year. We should, if it didn't like completely mess with the YouTube algorithm, we could.
I wonder if it does mess. It's got to. I don't think they let us, because we can only name change once, right?
There's probably some rules and stipulations about that, but
We should.
I think we should.
I'm fine with it.
It can be somewhere. We have the beginning of game 4.
Yep. We got Jack.
Here.
Did you say Steger?
I like that.
I believe it's a Steger. We got 2 Jacks. Jack Steger, Jack Dislin. And then a shot from Robert Brosh on the left lane here. Looks like we are watching the U18 boys now, right? We got Keegan Alexander over here on the right. He is
killing it.
Definitely should be the tournament leader. He's
Yeah,
7-0
last game he started with an open and followed it up with an 8-bagger.
It's not bad. I mean, it could be a little better. It could be a 9.
He did 9 whiff in the
I mean, just-
in the 9th. He missed. Have you ever missed one of these? He missed a 4-pin.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've heard about people missing them, but I don't know if I've ever actually.
I don't think I've seen you miss
No.
one. Wait, was there
I
that?
don't normally.
Was there that?
I mean,
was it-
I don't think so.
No, there was.
I don't know.
Was there one time?
I mean, maybe there was a time I missed a pin, but I don't know if it was a 4-pin. I don't know who would actually miss 4-pin.
I don't think it was. It wasn't under a lot of pressure. Or
But I'm
anything.
sure.
It wasn't a big
I'm
moment.
sure, like
so-
the 4-pin moves and stuff. They got some weird stuff going on.
Yeah, I've heard the legend.
The lane guy in the back moves some stuff around.
Well, it's the
and,
legend of the 4-pin in Shawnee. It just.
the lane guy didn't put the right pattern out.
It's like an illusion. It's like you're looking at a 4-pin, but in reality, it's a 7-pin.
It's a 7-pin.
But
Yeah.
even. Yeah.
And then you hit the 7-pin, and it's back to a 4-pin.
It's back to a 4-pin. Gotcha.
Ooh. All right, so shot by Leighton over here in the right lane. Talked to Leighton a little bit last night at the park. That was what we call the high hard heater right there. He threw that one through the break point. But didn't split.
Yeah, we have a medium pattern here that the kids are bowling on. It is
Hard.
41 feet in length, which is a little longer than for a typical medium pattern. You're going to see that I believe the kind of most ideal line is going to be a little further inside, somewhere in between 3rd and 4th arrow. By this time, the transition is going to be happening to where maybe you're going to see some people into 4th. I haven't seen too many into like 5th arrow.
Yeah, you haven't seen Trey.
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 I haven't seen Trey. No.
He was bowling pretty good. He's probably behind Keegan in the standings, but he had a really good look playing really far in. He's like almost lofting the left gutter cap.
Yeah, with the lanes being tight to the right, you want to get away from that area as much as you can. So one way to do that is just to play deeper on the lanes.
It doesn't look bad. I mean, a lot of times that kind of make it hard, but it looks like ball's kind of shimming down there, and if you
Yeah, there's some hold.
yeah.
And it's 41 feet, so it is a little bit longer. It's gonna. The middles aren't gonna be as slick. They're not gonna be as uncontrollable. So definitely more the inside part of the lane, trying to hook them a little bit.
We got Dislin over here. All right.
Bang!
Come on.
Bang!
We got
Wow.
it. Slap it out.
And he gives it the slap out. Come on, baby.
There we go.
Let's go.
All right, see if we can get a little 5 spare here. Come on.
You think he's going for the left or right side?
I think he's
of
going to
it?
hit the right side of the head pin. The ball's going to hit the 6.
I think he's aiming for the right, but he's going to hit the left. Oh, we're going
he
to get
went
2.
for it.
Oh.
He went for it. That's the Brad Miller special right there.
That's the Brad Miller special?
No. But I do that.
It's on the menu.
It's on the menu.
Folks, if you're watching, feel free to drop us a comment. We would love to answer your questions. We will give the play-by-play of what's happening in front of us, but we always love to hear what you have to say.
This Bobby on the right lane, he just left the bucket, but he didn't throw urethane on the short. He threw a reactive ball, and he actually had a pretty good look. I was kind of impressed with how he was going about his business on the short pattern.
It's always nice to see people throw reactive on the short pattern. It kind of means you have some little cojones, a little matzi,
a little touchy touch.
Well, yeah, you got it. You're not afraid of the reactive on the urethane. You know, everyone just goes to the urethane and bails himself out, and it kind of gives you a little bit of autopilot. But if you can throw reactive and control that, you got a little game. So it's always nice to see. Oh, with the great washout conversion by Talon. We have Leighton coming up on the left lane here.
See if he can slow it down a hair.
That's a nice shot by Joseph there on lane 6.
Leighton told me last night he had full, I don't know if it was like full shoulder surgery, but he had maybe like rotator cuff surgery, and he was out in a year.
Wow.
This is one of his first tournaments back.
It's got to hold a little bit, and it does.
Look at that.
You know, that's where we just had a 280 shot down there, and that's kind of the where they were playing before. You know, not really swinging the ball, kind of using like 10 as your gutter, kind of around 17, 18 at the arrows. There's a little bit of hold being found in that part of the lane. You kind of got to, I feel like you got to find that and utilize that hold. You can't really trust the ball to hook back from the right. So if you're gonna miss, I think the miss left. You're trying to play the miss left a little more than the miss right. But
yeah,
that's just my opinion here. What's happening? You see Keegan is getting fired up here. I think he's realizing this is his tournament to win.
Yep.
And he's got a good look. He's matching up. He's looking good. Now it's just
feeling it.
He's feeling it. If he can just keep his, I would say, his emotions in check.
Yep.
And
it's a long day today, though.
Yeah, they're only halfway. They're like halfway done right now for qualifying, at least.
Yeah, over halfway done. So bottom of the stretch, tough pattern this morning. So all the kids are kind of, all the parents and the kids were kind of walking out head a little down this morning.
Them short patterns can do it too. Except for Keegan. Keegan's got his head held high. He lapped the field, averaging over 230 for the first block, and which was miles beyond anyone else that is even competing. So
yeah, and then he goes 7:08 first three here, so he should have a pretty big lead. See if we can get a spare here from our buddy Jack. Come on, left lane. A little 210 action.
We got Jack and Jack. That's got to hook a little.
All right.
That's all right. We got the one.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because they have, in this tournament, you have the kids that are on Team USA, and then you also have kids that are probably bowling their first tournament ever.
Yeah, there's a big mix of skill levels, experience out here, but, you know, that's what it's about. It's cool. Like, I still remember when I was coming up and bowling my first, like, big junior tournaments and actually getting to bowl with those guys that are on Team USA and seeing, like, oh, my God, they're real people. And then you can start competing with them. It's a good drive.
Yeah, it is.
Although, to me, man, all these kids these days have all the fancy jerseys. They have companies on their names.
Oh, dude, they're sponsored by shoe companies.
They're sponsored, man.
Sponsored.
What happened to good old polo staff? You know, you went to your local stitching guy and got your name stitched on your back. It was just a collared shirt. It normally was 5 sizes too big, so it's hanging down. They got all these nice jerseys with their names on it, all these companies. Kids are spoiled.
Yep.
But it's great to see.
Well, they got 9 million bowling balls on the market. They got to have them all. That's kind of the main message I hear from parents to kids. You want another bowling ball? Yeah, dude.
If we ever get sponsor some kids to come out here and get a little Brad and Kyle like gang, they're going polo staff.
They're going polo staff.
They're gonna stand out. They're gonna be like, oh, don't mess with that guy. He has a polo on. And they're gonna be right.
With a pocket in the front.
With a pocket in the front.
Where they put their tape.
Yep. The sleeves are gonna go past their elbows. Oh yeah, we're bringing them back. The late 1990s.
Oh yeah, the big baggy.
The big
Weber.
baggy. Yep. We're bringing it back.
Oh, that's funny. Good luck, Dakota, on lane 4. Looks like Dakota Messenger. It's a good last name to have in the bowling industry.
That is. That's good. Devin Titus. He throws it very, very well. I'm very impressed with his release and form.
Kind of seeing the same thing, though. You got that just a little right. That's the old see you later.
Speed sensitive. You cannot.
Very.
It's very easy the way these patterns are designed, and maybe it's the characteristics of the lanes here, but it's very easy to throw it through the break point. You gotta let that ball get into a roll, and when you're a young kid, and you can just throw it through the building.
Oh yeah.
And slowing down can be very difficult. So.
Yeah, I wonder what the pros would be doing if they were bowling on this right now, and they'd be playing really far deep. I've come to the conclusion because
that's what we do on everything.
But when you make them slick out there to the right, they're just not going to play out there. Then next thing you know, you're going to get a bunch of loft. And then that's questionable too, Do you really want a bunch of people competing in a bowling alley lofting it halfway down the lane?
I do.
I know you do. There's nothing wrong with it. The only thing that is wrong with it is the damages that could be had, which
they're not wood lanes.
There's no
anymore.
wood lanes anymore. Yeah, so it's not.
The only people that complain about lofting is those that cannot do it.
Yeah. Same with urethane.
Same with the urethane. If you're winning titles with urethane, this ain't too bad. I don't know why everyone's making such a big deal about it. We got Jack up here. It's got a hold a little bit. Oh, but he gets the crossover Brooklyn. He's looking a little confused on that shot, to be honest. He's coming back. I don't know what he was. It did look left off his hand. Maybe he's surprised it actually crossed over to go Brooklyn. Oh, that's brutal.
That wasn't that bad of a shot.
That's brutal. We got Bobby here looking for his first mark. There was a decent shot, comes up a little high, and then leaves an unpickable spare.
He's got to move left.
4-6. He's got to move left. All right, Talen's got a good game going here. Little strike, spare strike, looking for a double on lane 7. See what he can do. Oh, that's got to get lucky. That's got to Brooklyn do something. All right, well, it's a makeable, and we'll take it. Daniel, both lofting and urethane suck.
Can't do either.
Can't do either, yep.
Yeah, they're the hardest.
Hey, don't worry. I like lofting now, but in 10 years, I'll be like, dude, no one should be able to loft. This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Well, Brad, how are you enjoying the Green Bay atmosphere here? We don't get to make a lot of trips up to Green Bay, so what are your thoughts on the city so far?
I like it. I always like coming to Wisconsin now. We have good vibes in Wisconsin. We won regionals in Wisconsin.
Yeah, we have a lot of good memories in Wisconsin.
We do.
And the people up here are just nice and respectful, and
yeah, they talk to you.
Yeah, that's just the culture going on up here. People hold doors open for other people, and they just make a little small talk. We were talking about that earlier, where you just don't see that everywhere. And
ooh, good try, Keegan.
When you're around kindness, you start acting kinder. I'm like, oh, I want to talk to everybody. Everyone's so nice. But no, it's great. We love coming up to Wisconsin here.
Yeah, especially in September. Weather's gorgeous. I'd love to check out a couple golf courses around here. Yeah, Whistling Straits, somewhere around here.
Yeah, Wisconsin in February, though. I mean, I know the people are nice, but we ain't doing it.
Man, that cold breeze coming off the water here in Green Bay.
No shot.
No thanks.
All right, we got Jack coming up here.
Nice little spare here by Devin. Come on. Oh, he hooks at it in the middle part of the lane. That is a dog.
Wow.
Right. Nice.
Wow, he knew what he was doing.
Yep.
Sometimes, you watch kids do some things because they're just learning the game, strategies. all that stuff, and I go, wow. And then they pull it off. Oh,
I know.
Jack with a little bucket crumbler. But they have some bold strategies. But it's cool to see the creativity in kids at times because, you know, they don't know what to do in every situation. So when they go to handle some of these situations that are going on the lanes, you're like, oh, it's interesting how they choose to attack some of the stuff.
I know. I see some kids, like, playing totally the wrong part of the lane, but, you know, they're, like, 13 or 14 years old, and that's where they normally like to play. And then they'll throw a four-bagger.
Yeah. Like, well, what do I know?
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's more impressive. You look at it and you're like, man, you're making this really hard on yourself, but keep doing your thing. Okay, well, we have some scores update here.
Okay.
This is after 3. So, yeah, we have Abigail Starkey leading the U18 girls at plus 25. We have Kiera Maxim at minus 13. Then we have Malia Mitskovich at minus 66. Then we have Emily Kringle at minus 71. That's the U18. So scores are dropping, scores are low.
So that's just this block.
That's just this block for the medium pattern.
Yeah.
And then for the U18 boys, we have Keegan Alexander at plus 108, leading your U18 boys. And second, we have Trey.
Then, oh yeah, I don't even know how to. Hendricksmeyer.
There's a lot of letters in that last name. At plus 61, Trey's at plus 61 in your number 2 spot. Landon Jordan at plus 57, and Ethan Caruso at plus 53 to round out your top 4 for the boys. So scores are a little higher for the U18 boys, which, you know, makes sense. This pattern, you need to play a little deeper. The rev rate's really going to help you out there. So it's those guys that we just named have no shortage of rev rate.
No.
So it's no surprise that they can get in, kind of do their thing. But Keegan's here struggling a little bit. He has a couple opens. He's kind of pacing like around 180.
He's going to make a ball change.
Looks like. Looks like he put.
Wow, what a ball change.
Is that a clone or a duo?
A duo.
A duo.
He's going from a gold label to a duo.
Gold label to a duo. Interesting strategy there, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
I actually like it.
I like the duo. I've seen a few of them roll really well on this medium pattern. And you know what? It's kind of what the duo is designed to do, is be utilized on stuff like this.
Yep.
So for the U15 girls, we have Skylar Peets leading at minus 38. We have Anna Antoni at minus 45 and Holly Orgman at minus 88. So scores are still, they're hard out here. For the U15 boys, on this 41-foot medium pattern, we have Joss Weems. We saw him earlier on the feature pair a game ago at plus 30. We have Henry Vader, who's at plus 19 now. He moved all the way from second. Before this game, he was minus 61. Shot 280.
Wow.
280 to get to second place now at plus 19. In third, you have Miles Gordon at minus 52. And then in fourth, you have Dante Reeves at minus 54. So just two young gentlemen plus in the U15 boys division. Let's see who's leading the U12 divisions here. Let's give a little shout out here.
Someone probably shot 780.
Oh wow! And Olivia Portillo is leading the U12 girls division at minus 57. So she has a substantial lead over second, which is Alyssa Randisi, yeah. Randisi at minus 166. So she's looking at about a 109 pin lead over second place. So she's dominating this
the 5. All right. Got the
U12 pattern so far. And the U12 boys, to round out your standings after the first 3 games, is Eason Taylor at minus 133. So there you go.
Eason throws it good.
All the U12 boys throw it good. They're all in the same pair over there, and they all throw it good.
I know. This Ethan Caruso on the right side of your screen is pretty good. Has good balance. Come on, give it the trip. All right, 7 pin. Come on, Delon. A little split.
Yeah, we're going to be sticking around. A lot of these people are going to be finished, but we are currently watching the slowest pair in the house right now. Call this the Brad Miller special.
Oh. Yeah.
Just kidding. It's actually the Jake Peters special. But this is, just to give you an idea, they are in still in frame 6. And the pair to the left of them has just completed their game. So we're going to stick around for 6 more frames to follow the action on this pair in front of us.
Good attempt at the spare there. All right, we got Leighton up on the left, coming off a strike.
Daniel says, come to Alaska in February. I don't think so.
You
But
know,
hey.
I've seen some people on TikTok that live up there in Alaska, out in the sticks.
Oh, we got
I don't
Keegan
know, man.
switching to the duo, and
Duo
he gets
never
a
hooked.
4 count.
Never hooked.
Yeah, you're always shaking your head after that lead right there. You
On
don't-
Leighton? Little left.
You don't see it very often, but when you hit the 3 pin, most of the time you're not thinking 4.
Yeah. At least 5.
At least 5. And it's gonna let's watch Keegan up here on lane 9. He's
Are you
shooting
hooking at this or are you throwing straight?
He's shooting at the, what do you even call this? Like the Uber Duber washout?
Yeah. That's what we call it, the Uber Duber. He decides to go straight with a little
Straight at
backup.
it. Oh, and he gets 2. Wow.
Wow.
He left the old grandma's teeth.
He couldn't do that again if he tried.
No. That's gonna be the 42. It's dreaded.
I think the duo needs to go back in the bag. What do you think?
It didn't look good on that shot, but I think Keegan's hitting a rough pair here. It looks tight. A lot of his, couple of his misses. He's 210. He's 4-2. His ball's not really getting back up to the pocket very well. He's just gonna. This is where you kind of need to like shut down your angles and get maybe a little more up the back and just try to get to that head pin. You gotta hit that head pin and not try to think about throwing a 4 bag or anything. Well, let's just maybe rag a 10 here. Try it and let's get to the pocket. But that's the tricky part about this Ashwaubenon Bowl so far is that it's playing tight.
It was like that at the Masters too. It was just hard to throw the ball to the right. I remember our last squad, they played so slick to the right, kind of like they are. Kind of probably exactly like this. Like you just saw Devin's shot there. That wasn't really that far to the right, but it hydroplaned really easily. And I remember Pete Weber and EJ Tacker were on the same pair, and they were going at it. Like EJ would post a 279 in the next game, Pete would post a 279 in the next game, EJ would post 279. I just remember thinking like, how? There's no hook spot.
Like, how are you guys doing this? Yeah. Yeah, we witnessed that a lot when you're bowling against the best in the world is sometimes you
Well, they don't know how.
No, they
Sometimes.
just do it.
They just do it.
They just do it.
That's the magical thing.
Sometimes you just have it.
They just know. They don't know, they know how to create the correct ball motion and they know how to repeat shots, but they can't tell you can't tell anyone else how to do it. They've just worked it out so much in their life that they have that touch. But it's definitely a touch of speed, though, for sure. I mean, the rev rate's thing and accuracy off your hand is a thing, but if you're a little fast on a pattern that's requiring you to be a touch slow, you almost can't. There's nothing you can do. The pattern's not going to allow you to do much. But that's what's hard about this is the slickness, how easy it is for the ball to hydroplane. Makes you, look at that ball. It just keeps going. So if Jack was to try and slow it down, for one, it becomes easier to grab it because the ball's kind of hanging out there for a little bit longer. And, I don't know, it's just hard to get the ball in line. Keegan again on the right lane with another washout. So these guys, yeah, and when we came down here to this end at the Masters that year, a long time ago, this end of the house was much tighter than that end of the house.
Well, it's noticeable because it looks really tight down here. On a side note, I feel like Stu Williams is having a nervous twitch right now, subconsciously, by how slow this pair is bowling on 7 and 8. He would be having a conniption fit. I feel like he's probably having a barbecue, hanging out with his family. He's just twitching a little bit because of people not being ready to bowl.
Yeah, there's a couple pairs out there that are. Yeah, well, it's I guess game 9 of the day.
Oh, these guys, these kids have been through the ringer today.
They have. It's like, why are we throwing 2 shots a frame every frame?
It's good for him though. This is what bowling should
Is
be.
it?
It should be hard. It should be difficult. It should be challenging. Test all your skills.
So you're saying it was good for me that I threw 2 shots every frame this year?
Yeah, I think it was good
All
for you.
right,
It builds
all right,
character.
All right, cool.
You know, that's what they say.
Yeah. I think so.
It wasn't great for your bank account, but
Yeah, it was great for the ego death.
yeah, it was. Think of it as the biggest ego check of your life.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So I heard this. We're going to be starting a Rags to the Riches documentary.
Did Blair tell you that?
Blair told me that. I laughed. I didn't support it. I said I wouldn't exactly call you a rag, but
Yeah, I'm in there. I got
in there, Barry. We were saying the story writes itself.
Story writes itself.
You go from being a top 25 guy for a few years now, and then, outside of the looking outside in the PBA Tour, then you go through the PTQ, then you make it through a PTQ, and that's when you win your first title.
Yep.
You know you can do it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just
of
what a
course.
storyline there,
It's hard to make it out of the PTQ.
It is. It is very difficult. We were discussing that earlier, how there's just so many great players out there.
Yeah, they come from all over, too, for those PTQs. I mean, you get lefties that come out of the woodwork. You get guys that are just really good bowlers that you don't even know. And they come in, you're like, all right, what's up?
So we're wrapping up game 4 here.
Yeah.
We got Jack Steger on here on lane 7. He's going to need that shot to hold a little bit, and it does. 10 back. Jack's looking to bounce back from not the greatest start, but if he can throw a few more shots like that, you can get out of here with a 190 game, so we'll definitely take that. These two pairs look a little difficult. 7 and 8, 9 and 10.
Yep.
They don't look fun.
No.
We're watching these pairs, and I don't think they're 100% indicative of how the pattern's playing as a whole. For whatever reason, I think these lanes are a little tight or whatever. We went a couple pairs down, and we saw some scores on 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, but 7 and 8, 9 and 10 here look difficult. And that's when if you're going to a pair like this, you got to go into it beforehand and say, all right, I'm going to make the 10 best shots I possibly can, try to get to 2-0, keep my emotions in check, and just get out of this game with whatever. You just don't want to die on one.
You don't
want to
die. And that ball's going to be
Keegan
slower,
with another
too.
washout. So what Keegan's kind of going through here is whatever was happening before and his ball was getting into a roll, it's just not anymore. And he's doing the same thing with a multitude of different bowling balls. So he's gone from a duo to he was throwing a Zen gold label. On that one, he's throwing the gem. Exotic gem. And so when you have 3 completely different balls do the exact same thing, a lot of times that tells you that you as a bowler need to manipulate yourself more. So in this case, I would tell Keegan that he's throwing it a little too hard right now. He's going to need to slow the ball down, have a little bit
Good
of touch.
spare.
Great spare hooking at it.
But see that a lot less effort on that spare shot. He kind of needs to get that into his first shot, too, just a little bit more fluid. Just a little too aggressive.
Yes, a little too aggressive. When they're hard like this, they're flat. They're a little choppy out there.
Yeah.
Getting less aggressive with your hand is definitely a tool that you got to utilize. So that's what I would tell Keegan. Just slow
We'll
it down
see what
a
he
little
does
bit.
right here in the 10th frame. Nice little spare there. He can still get to 170.
Yeah, he's worked himself quite the lead.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Everyone's going to have a game like this when it is hard. If you don't, you're probably going to win the tournament.
Yeah.
So.
All right, come on, Bobby.
You know what they say? You can't strike unless you hit the one in front, Brad.
Bobby moved in. Moved in. Oh, that's out there.
Moved in.
Man, that's the tough part. It's just there's no room.
The leakage.
No room.
Can't leak it. So we're wrapping up game 4 here. We got a couple more frames on this featured pair, 9 and 10. We have
Jack Dislin
we
on
have
the
Jack.
left lane here.
Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack.
Looks pretty good.
It's close. Come on.
Never hooked.
Man, it gets into that little wiggle spot right there that is just deadly.
It's unbelievable.
That's kind of the that's just stick on this pattern, right? That's what you're fighting. That little spot right there that You know, it's close. You're getting it into a close spot, but it's just not correctly reading the lane front to back.
And it's possible for Jack Disselin on the left lane to just go to a different ball, and then that ball give him quite a bit better look to where maybe that shot he threw that just got 6 would have struck.
Or just 2-pinned or something like that.
Or just, a better outcome. And I'm certain that there's a ball out there that would have given him a better outcome. The thing about the bowling balls is these kids don't have access to all of them.
So
a lot of them just...
Keegan's happy after throwing his first strike there in the 10th, and he did exactly that. He went back to the exact jam. It looked like he slowed his speed down drastically on that one, just allowed the ball to read the lane.
Yep.
And he was pretty happy that because his last 4 or 5 frames there, he was averaging about 5-6 pins. So he's pretty happy not to shoot a second ball. So he's stepping up in the 11th here. We can get the 170.
We'll take 170. Yeah, much smoother.
Yeah, much smoother.
Give it
close.
more time to hook, and then it
Yeah.
overhooks. Yep. Well, at least he got 2 good off his hand. That means he's going to set himself up good next game.
Yeah.
He may, obviously, if he goes to the pair next game and it plays similar to this, then he at least got 2 good off his hand. If it's more of a normal pair, then he should be just fine.
Yep.
All right, see if we can spare the Greek church here.
All right, Devin.
It's never easy.
The lights are on.
It's a $1 million view video. Greek church, spare.
Someone say clip it.
Clip it. Grandma's teeth.
Ooh, good try, good try. Way to get count. Good job, Devin.
Yeah, we're stepping up in the 9th.
All right, guys, we are our time in the booth is coming to an end here. We only have a couple more frames, so if you are in there watching right now, drop us a comment. Say hi. Say bye. Give us a question. Give us something to talk about.
Give us something.
It can be anything.
Kyle and I are thinking
Almost
about
anything.
moving to New York City and becoming models.
Yeah, there's while we were bowling in the middle of Manhattan, there was an agency that came and stopped by and said, "Man, I have never seen anyone look like that before." So we took that as a compliment, and
let's see. We'll take the guy with hair. We'll put him in a shampoo commercial. Take the guy with no hair and put him in a Rogaine commercial. All right, so Jack's looking at a 2-5 combination spare here in the 9th. He had a spare in the 8th. He had a chance to get the $190.
2-5, just one of those.
He's bowling pretty good, too. 560 for the first 3 is not too bad. I'm going to drop a touch more, but that's all right. It's like
Hang on.
The
There we
kids
go.
have been all really perky, like just excited. You could tell a lot of these kids are friends. And then now that it's game 9 and they've been struggling all day, you just tell.
He hooks at the 2-5 and he gets it.
Gets
Wow.
it.
The choppability on that spare was very high,
Yes.
especially hooking at it.
It's a game of percentages.
Bold strategy. That's one of those. That's one of those areas. A 2-5. Are you ever going to see a pro hook at a 2-5?
No.
No.
I'm trying to think of every scenario. No, I don't know.
Like it's hard to You just wouldn't hook at a 2-5s.
Come on, Devin. Let's get something going. Devin throws it
Devin throws it great.
Wow, he can't. It stinks because this is one of those patterns that you just have to get all the way inside there. You gotta. If you think you're far enough left, you're not.
Oh, with the Brooklyn.
There we go. It works.
We love setting ourselves in the 9th, and if it's a Brooklyn,
It's even better.
Let's go, Devin.
All right. Another
We get the
bad
one.
break. Man. All right, so we got Leighton coming up here on a strike. Got a chance to get the $180 as well.
We have 72 people watching right now.
All right. Come on, slide, baby, slide.
down,
All
baby.
right. No. Easy spare.
Well, I can tell you one thing, at least from the our viewing area, scores have not improved by any means. So this pattern is not breaking down into something that is
No.
favorable and scoreable.
No.
It is shot making throughout.
I wonder what would have happened if they didn't level the lanes. I wonder if that's just making them play just a little touchier.
Did they level the lanes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Lanes
good.
got leveled.
It's always good when the lanes are leveled.
It is. Makes the scores lower.
It does.
Let's just level the
Sometimes.
level the lanes, put new. Yeah, I guess that's true. When we go to the bowling stadium at South Point, that's only been built for so long, so we've been bowling there since basically the beginning, and there's some high scores
Oh, yeah.
coming out of that building. Especially at the beginning, the left. The
And
left
we-
was
and
very hard.
We're not going to name them, but we do go to some bowling alleys where the lanes are not level throughout after when we see topography sheets, and those are hard.
Every one of them.
You're like, okay, dang it, lane 8 in this building. It's 7 tighter every time you go here.
Yeah, and USBC, they give you for the 2 majors they run, they give you the, come on, good shot.
Come
All
on,
right,
Jack.
Need one more. Here we go.
One more, baby. He's calling it out.
He's calling it
And
out.
Jack's got a good attitude.
He's got it, yeah. Definitely loves the bowl. That's good to see. Loves the game. It's always weird.
We got Jack and Jack up here.
It's always weird being in a group of like 4 or 5 kids and they're all talking RG and diff. It's like,
It's, yeah.
I still don't know anything about that stuff.
Oh, come on. Was hoping to get away with the Brooklyn there, but it was only in the fill. So Jack Steger ends with a 166 game, which has potential to be the high game on this pair.
On the pair.
So we've not had much to talk about on this feature pair 7 and 8 because it is playing very hard.
Probably the hardest pair in the house.
I would say. Come on, Jack.
That's a Brooklyn.
Oh, he needs help.
That's it,
He
though.
needs help. All right, hands up.
Hands up.
Hands are up.
Everybody in the chat.
Sorry, bud.
Everybody
yeah,
at home.
If you are watching this, all 72 people.
Gotta have our hands
You
up.
gotta put your
All
hand up.
72 people. He's
Jack-
nervous.
Jack is going to sign a contract, and when he turns 21, he's buying all of us a drink.
Mateo's got his hand up. Blair's got her hand up.
Jack, there's absolutely no pressure on this shot.
None.
Oh, they're not coming down.
The world is not watching.
Got Jack this one. Maybe the most important shot
Oh
of his life. Oh, and
my
he balks
gosh,
it.
he
balks it.
No
Oh, my
way.
God.
He's shaking in his boots.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Wow.
All right. We got a situation
Wow.
on our hands, guys.
The showmanship out of Jack.
He wants the
Dislin here.
spotlight.
The showmanship is unreal.
He's like, you know
That
what,
was-
guys? There's not enough people watching. Get
There's
more
not.
people in the feed, and then I'll show what I got.
This is unbelievable. This guy knows how to make a moment.
Come
Let's
on,
see if he
big
can
dog.
capture it. No pressure.
Come,
that's got
that's
a
so
hook.
good.
Oh, that's aced.
Oh,
That's
man,
aced.
that is the best shot. He's
Congrats, Jack.
Yeah.
Congrats.
yeah, Daniel Fetty's. Yep. All right, so Robert's gonna try and save a game here. He's moving on in there. See if he can make a bigger move.
He's trending upwards.
Talon.
That's close. It's got.
Those are good.
He throws it good. Man, his ball is just not hooking down lane.
No, there's something weird. I want to see how his ball's drilled or something.
Yeah, it's weird. He moved back right.
Ah,
And he
good
gets one to
shot.
fall.
Here we
That's what we're
go.
talking about. We got Leighton stepping up here on lane 7. Come on, Leighton. Come on, Leighton. Oh, do something cool.
There we
That's
go.
cool.
Likes to throw the speed.
He's shaking his head. He knows he got away with one there.
Speed demon.
But gave it the high heater at the head pin. Let's see what happens. Oh, that one's got to get lucky too. Didn't get the love on the 5 pin. What's going to happen? We're putting our hands up. All right, Bobby. No pressure. Oh, we got a couple more hands up. We're trending.
I feel like
We're creating a trend going on
Bobby
here.
might be nervous on this one.
If Leighton leaves a
He
5 pin
hasn't turned
here,
around.
this is going to be the greatest thing.
Oh my goodness!
Leighton
All right,
might
chat,
leave
get
a
your
5
hands
pin.
up, chat.
Oh, that needs help for a 5 pin. Oh, no, we
Jack's
just
got
left
his
the
hand
rail.
up.
We got some hands going
Oh,
on here. The
boy.
pressure's on.
Come on, Bobby. We're rooting for you.
Jack already set the stage.
Come on,
Come on, baby. You can do it.
Oh, that's so good.
That's
These
got a
guys
lay.
Got it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Well done. Well done. Oh, they do ice cream. That's a great. Why didn't we think of that? Ice cream shots if they miss. That is 100% what we have to do.
All right, Devin, come on, man. Let's get a strike on the board. Wasn't doing too bad. 5:30,
Strikeless through this game. God, this is just such a tough situation to be in. But let's buckle down here and at least find a mark.
He throws it pretty good,
It's not bad. All right, we broke it up. We left something.
I didn't know if that was going to hook or not, actually.
And he got it in the right spot, and that's kind of what's happening. Like, you can get a quicker ball, and it's kind of coming off of it a little hard. But then you also see some players getting into that spot, and it's just not hooking. Kind of like Leighton there.
Yeah. Oh, we got another one.
Oh, we have another
5-pin on
one.
the left.
5-pin on 6. Ice cream shots for the win.
Come on. Oh, easy.
No doubt. He says put him down. He says put him down. Well, where was that on the first shot, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? We got to just these kids got to act like there's just a 5-pin when they're shooting a full rack, and they'll throw better shots, I think. Because they're all acing the 5s.
Have you ever spared in a 5-pin on TV?
Yes.
Ah.
At the playoffs in Portland. And was I nervous?
That was
Absolutely.
a good shot. Wow. It just keeps hooking. Yeah, we need to tell Devin to just move about 3 arrows.
We do.
Pray. All right, guys. Well, that is the end of game 4.
End of game 4.
Into game 4.
We're wrapping up here. Scores are tough. That's going to be it from Brad and I from the live stream here today. We want to thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
We're going to be back tomorrow for the finals. We'll be here all day.
All day.
And then we'll also be making a video. We're making a video. So
it's going to be a good one.
It'll be on YouTube. So thanks, guys. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
But keep watching.
All right, we are back, and I am joined by Mateo Quintero.
What's up, everybody?
So, Mateo, the question is, why aren't you bowling?
Well, let's just say yesterday I may or may not have pulled a muscle, and this morning I woke up. You know, I felt like I could have bowled, but after the first game, it started to get really annoying, and I couldn't really bowl as well because my speed was down. Everything was not great. So I decided to pull out and just recover.
Yeah, you have a little pulled muscle in your neck, we think, right?
Yeah, I can't really move my neck anymore, or else it'll just hurt.
All right, so let's look forward, so you're not turning your neck towards me.
Yeah.
we don't want to injure you anymore. We're going to talk about some bowling. So you've been watching bowling today.
Yeah.
You did practice. Did the patterns seem tough in practice? Because they're playing pretty tough.
Yeah, I would say the short pattern was probably the toughest out of all of them.
Yeah.
Just because of the way it was laid out. You know, scores were super, super low this morning.
Oh, yeah, they were.
Scores are a little bit better today, for this block, but, you know, there's still a couple low scores, but scores are generally going to be higher on this pattern.
Yeah, and you've been watching your buddy Joss, and he's bowling really good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun to watch. All right, so on this pair we have Jordan Bowerly, Nathan Nowski, Joe Mers, Jake Paulson, Gavin Murray, and Austin Boex. Looks like we have some U18 boys in front of us.
Know a few of them,
Yeah?
especially Gavin Murray.
Yeah. So how many more years do you have in U15?
This is my last year in U15.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That is, it feels like you just were in U15.
Yeah. Time flies, am I right?
Yeah. And what grade are you in now?
I'm a freshman in high school.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Freshman.
gosh. You guys grow up too fast.
I know.
Can we keep you, like, little?
I would. But I need to develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you bowling in high school? Is there a high school bowling team?
Yeah, I'm going to try to bowl for the high school team. You know, I got to compete for the anchor spot with a couple seniors, but
you have a little confidence?
Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm like one of the best bowlers in the country, so.
Yeah,
But
I like it.
You know, the senior has more experience than me.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll just see what happens. Hopefully we can have good chemistry on the team.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe win state, if not nationals.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
What high school bowling team are you going to be bowling for?
Stewart's Creek High School in Smyrna, Tennessee.
Nice. And you're going to Sweden.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Super excited.
Now, have you been out of the country before?
I've been to Puerto Rico for a, exhibition match. But besides that, no, I haven't.
Oh. So first time out of the country to bowl.
Yeah.
Will be fun. And you're going to hang out with one of my favorite bowlers, Martin Larson.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool.
He is so nice. You're going to have to meet him and ask him if you can have some Swedish candy, because Swedish candy is really good.
Yeah.
All right, so this is game 5. Lanes are transitioning. What have you been seeing working for how the guys have been playing lanes?
Generally standing around 20 or around the inside part of the lane. I see that there's a little bit of like a cliff condition where it starts to hook a little bit on the outside, and there's a lot of hold on the inside. Generally, from what I've seen, especially since I've been hanging out with Joss, playing inside and just keeping it between 10 and 15 pretty much.
Yeah.
You can have a little bit of room outside, but you don't want to miss it too outside, or else it might jump, just like what happened to Gavin, and he got the break.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy about it, though.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't like the shot, but he got the
got it to go.
outcome. Yeah.
You know, Gavin wants to be a commercial pilot.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to do. What do you want to do when you grow up?
I don't know, really. I've kind of bounced around from aerospace engineering to more towards economics.
Okay.
I don't know. I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject in school right now?
Right now, probably history. I'm currently taking AP Human Geography.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, it's a very tough class, a lot of work, but you know, it's a very cool class to learn, especially because you get 1 college credit, I think.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah. How many AP classes are you taking?
Just 1 for right now, but
because you're a freshman.
yeah, because of freshman. You know, technically, freshmen are not allowed to take AP classes where I'm from, but with the school I'm at, they allow that.
Oh, wow.
So
that's cool.
I get sort of like a head start in college, basically, than others.
Yeah, that's nice. Get as many of those AP credits as you can.
Yeah, because I don't want to be waking up at 5:30, bowling, and having to go to many classes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You want to bowl in college, I'm assuming?
Yes, of course.
Do you have a team that you kind of like, or?
I'd say Wichita State.
Okay.
Also St. Ambrose, because I got to hang out with them for the ITC qualifier down in Smyrna.
Yeah.
I got to meet Cameron Crowe, Zach Rhyme, a bunch of other really good bowlers, and Coach Flugwood.
Yeah.
One of the best coaches in the game.
That's
in college.
awesome.
So that was a really cool experience.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you have a little bit of time. You have a few years to look around.
Yeah. See what Gavin does here. Oh, look, Tyler Williams bowling two-handed. Never seen that before.
He's switching.
Yeah.
He's got a good game. Strike, spare, double.
That's a better shot from Gavin.
It's a great shot. Double. Brady says he knows you.
Man, I wonder who that kid is, Brady. I don't know. Is that guy from the internet or something?
I think I saw him on a episode of the Morning Bolt. Oh.
Oh, dang. That's a harsh break.
He had a messenger and it didn't hit the pin. What?
You know, I would think this house would bounce, but I haven't seen that many breaks.
No, me neither. There. That hurt. That hurt me.
That would also hurt me also.
Yeah. What do you do when you have a bad break? Do you just like shake it off, or does sometimes it stick with you?
I mean, most of the time I'll just try to shake it off or just think about something else, but it all depends in the moment. Like if I really needed a strike or just a mark, it would get to me a little bit, but just got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Cannot be in your game for that long.
So you are doing something really cool tonight, aren't you?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Lambeau Field to go watch the Green Bay Packers face the New England Patriots.
Now, you are a Titans fan.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're cheating on the Titans?
I mean, not really. I'm going to probably be watching the Titans game also during Lambeau Field during the commercial breaks, but
But you have to go when you're in Green Bay.
Yeah.
This is what I said. Like,
Yeah.
you're in Green Bay. What are the chances the Packers are going to be playing? And you can get tickets. So you and Joss are going tonight?
Yeah.
And your parents?
Yeah, we're all going to the Packers game.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so many people going out because, it's Lambeau Field.
Right.
What are the chances that there's a preseason game during the tournament?
I wanted me and Leanne to go. I told Leanne we should go.
I know.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. It'll be fun.
Good shot. Oh. I guess he got a little bit of a hang spot right there.
I think that it has developed a spot there.
Yeah.
Now, this morning, it didn't look like the guys could play with play the lanes with urethane, which is abnormal for a short pattern, right?
I mean, I thought going into this, I thought urethane was going to be the ball to play with, but it turns out it switched over to more like a solid reactive or clean resin.
Yeah.
Because me personally, I thought it was going to hook, but during practice it wasn't. So, and plus the corners were not bouncing. So, if I were to bowl, because I got sort of like a muscle pull,
yeah,
I would go more towards the reactive side so I could get a more reaction in the back end.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Dylan Murray.
Yeah. Good.
Whoa.
That was a good shot. It just hooked. Lanes are hooking a little bit.
Yeah, especially around the one board.
Yeah. Now you are repping your Team Shark jersey today. Yes. I appreciate that.
Team Shark all the way.
I love it. Thank you, Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry it wasn't lucky for you today.
Yeah.
We'll have to work on that.
You
know, Caitlin Stahls made it her Sunday jersey.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's decided it's Shark Sunday. Could be Shark Saturday too, but
yeah, I always start off with the Shark jersey.
You do. I like it.
Yeah. Ooh, that's tough.
That is tough. All right. Austin going for the baby split. Let's see here.
Good over.
Hard way.
Ooh.
Oh, good try. That's a tough split.
Yeah. Good
nice shot by Jake. Really nice.
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of touch on that.
Let's see if we have any bios. Let's see. This is always the quiz. Did you fill out? Oh, Jake did. All right, we'll wait till he's back up. And Jordan, I'm sure. Jordan Bowerly, we have one. He's from Indianapolis.
All right.
16 years old. Bowls at All-Star Bowl. Favorite Pro Bowler, Tim Mack. Probably met him if he lives in Indy. He is in the performing arts. And he was the IHSB semi-state champion with 299. Pretty awesome. Let's see if Austin... Now, have you bowled 300? I can't remember.
No, I haven't.
No
actually.
300 yet.
I have so many 279s, and I have one 289. But for some reason, I just cannot get past the 8th frame.
The 8th frame?
Yeah,
okay.
I have the front 7 all the time, but for some reason, I just cannot get past the 8th frame.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
It'll come. I have
Adventure.
zero doubt that you will have a 300 game.
Yeah.
I hope it's at an SYC.
I really hope also.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like at some sort of sweeper where like none of my friends are watching. Like I want to be at a SYC to shoot a 300 at.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have made some of the best friends, but they don't live in Tennessee with you, right?
They all live in, one in Chicago, one in Texas, a couple in New Jersey, all over the place. You already know.
So how do you guys keep in touch when you're not at SYCs?
I guess we just sort of like FaceTime each other or just call each other.
Yeah.
Every so often.
Yeah.
Just to check on how we're doing.
That's cool. But then you guys see each other all the time because you're going to bowl the same tournaments, right?
Yeah, especially USA Bowling and Junior Gold at FYCs.
Yeah. It's fun.
Ooh. All right, so the thing is on that shot, I think he got it inside, and that's where all the hang spot is at.
Ah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So Mr. Jake, let's see here. I did have a bio for him. He's 16. He's from Hudson, Wisconsin. Home Bowling Center. St. Crooks Lanes, River Falls, Wisconsin. Favorite pro bowler, Chris Prather and Shannon O'Keefe. He likes traveling to different states and all the adventures that come with it. Made the advancers round at Junior Gold, and he's going to high school state and all-stars as a freshman.
That's nice.
He had all of his wisdom teeth removed less than 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Ouch.
All right. I know how that feels when I got 4 teeth extracted. That does not feel good.
No, it doesn't. In his spare time, he really likes to travel. He lives in Wisconsin, but he bowls more in Minnesota because tournaments are closer.
All right.
And he wants to say hi to his friends and family back home and his grandparents watching from Tennessee and Washington.
Looks like we've got some Tennessee folks.
Yeah.
Gavin working on a 5-bagger.
Shake it off, Gavin. Shake it off.
He doesn't look like he's very happy about it.
I know. He's thinking about the next time he's going to get an airplane. So, Mateo, what's on this? So, Sweden is next for you, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then what's after that? Do you remember?
Just more SYCs, I guess.
More SYCs, yeah. Oh, yeah, SYC Rhode Island.
Yeah, Rhode Island. I'm probably going to go to that one.
Yeah, Coastal Classic. Are you going to that?
Yes. Listen, even though the bowling may be super tough over there, because historically it's always been tough, especially at Planet Fun.
Yeah. Or Planet No Fun,
Yeah.
as we say.
Yeah. The only reason why I like it is because of the beach party.
Yeah, beach party is fun.
Beach party is super fun.
Yeah.
You know, one of the... Actually, no, I can't say this because I'll disclose it.
All right. We will not spill any secrets.
No, we're not.
What happens at the SYC Coastal Classic stays at the SYC
Yeah.
Coastal Classic. You have to come and experience it.
Yes, you have to come. It's super fun.
I like that Jake is wearing a Minnesota shirt. He's
Yeah.
repping Minnesota today.
And a crossover strike.
Good shot, Jordan. Turkey. Mateo, what is your favorite ball in your bag right now?
Ooh, almost made that.
He did.
Favorite ball.
Yeah. Do you have one?
I probably wouldn't say favorite, but I have a couple, some ones that I use a lot. Pitch Black, DNA, and probably my RSTX2.
Okay.
I use those quite a bit at Junior Gold also.
All right. DNA was the ball of the tournament this tournament, so everyone got a DNA.
Yeah. I have like 3 of them.
Nice.
And a flat 10 for Gavin.
He looks like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
You got to hit it well in the center or else you're going to leave a 10-pin or something.
So, Mateo, what advice would you give other youth bowlers that are starting to get into tournaments?
Don't be intimidated, first of all. You know, even though you're probably starting out a tournament, just know that me and all of my friends and all the pros started at some point or somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, just learn as you go. Even though you may struggle, you know, take that, get better at your game, and, you know, just learn from your mistakes, and you'll get better.
I like that. Good advice.
Yes.
Good shot by Jake there. Good strike.
Let's see what Austin does here.
Yeah, nice
Good
shot. For a double. And tell you have a fan in the chat.
Let's go. It feels really weird that Brady's not here.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that this morning. I actually was thinking when I was setting up, because usually Brian has a tripod when he's walking in, and it was weird not seeing him.
Ooh.
Brady and Brian were missing you.
I know. I guess it's sort of my time with me and Josh because Josh got to see Brady at the PBA Junior National Qualifier, so gotta stay even.
Yeah.
Good shot. Just gotta hold on. All right, good spare.
Really nice spare.
Yep. I mean, he's probably gonna still strike out for like a 240 or 250, so he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Especially on this pattern, that's really good.
He will not crack a smile. Will not. He's refusing.
Stone face.
It's like, nope. No smile for you.
Just gotta push.
Oh, it did. Well, it didn't push, but it didn't split either. So that's a win on.
Yeah, it could have been really bad.
Yeah. Take that 9 and run. Yeah, these lanes are hooking.
Yes.
These guys are like, we just need to get through 2 more frames, and then we're done with this medium.
Yeah. These patterns have been pretty tough.
Now, are you going to try to hit the lanes tomorrow? What do you think?
Probably.
Yeah.
My neck's feeling better.
You went to the chiropractor today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That felt amazing. That's the first time I've actually been to a chiropractor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
3, 6, 10. Good spare.
All right. So Jordan Bowerly is on a 4-bagger. Jake has a great game going here.
See if we could put one right here in the foundation frame.
Nice shot.
Looks good. Oh.
I like
okay.
his form.
Yeah, he has a lot of touch on his form.
Yeah.
Very fortunate only to leave a 4-pin. All right, let's see what Jordan can do here. Let's see if he puts a 5-bagger here.
Didn't like
gotta
it.
Push.
Didn't like it.
It looked like it was inside off his hand.
Yeah. Ah, striking out breast cancer ball. He got it.
He just started to hook at his toes. I was like, make sure you get down the lane.
Come on, spare ball. Don't hook.
Just gotta go. Oh, dang, that's tough.
Do you like the 3-6-10 spare?
I don't like it because I always tend to chop it or miss the 3-pin. You know, me personally, I would. Oh, looks like we got some deadwood on the rack.
We do.
I like to hook at it just because I don't like going straight at it.
Ah.
And 4-pin for Gavin.
And he is not happy.
No, he is not happy.
He's like, what do I have to do?
You know, he could be on the front 9 right now if he carried all those 9 counts.
He could be. And I think that may be what he's thinking. He's like, what? Why can't I catch a break?
And a spare.
Good spare.
You can still strike out for a 247.
Yep.
That's good.
Really good.
Yeah, especially on this pattern. Ooh.
Man, took off on him.
This pair is playing pretty tricky.
It is. Keegan was complaining about the topography earlier. Do you feel like the topography in this house is bad? Well, you didn't bowl very much, but you were watching.
Just based off my knowledge, because this house is somewhat older than the ones I've bowled at.
Yeah.
Lanes are a little bit more beat up.
Yeah.
And, you know, since this is a cosmic bowling alley, you know, there could be some cake or some soda that's been previously spilled all over here, but
they take good care of the center. Yeah. I mean, they have leveled the lanes, just so you know.
Yeah.
There are leveled lanes, and yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's like this small patch where it just hooks more.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, good face. Well, the good news is if he gets 3, he at least shoots 2-0.
I like it. Mateo, before I let you go, so you're part of our evolution program. What do you think of that?
I think it's pretty cool to be part of Storm.
Yeah.
And also be part of the evolution program because, you know, you get to do community lessons or life lessons and also bowling lessons.
Yeah, you like the emails you get every month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Kelly Kulik is part of it.
Yeah.
And we get to see some pros every month. And,
oh, good try.
That was close.
Yeah, so that's a free program for anyone to join. Any youth bowler all across the country can join, and then you can work the program and do the monthly assignments, and then you could be on staff like Mateo, right?
Yep. Me and Joss and Brady are all on staff.
Yeah, pretty fun.
All right, let's see if Gavin can punch out a 247. Oh, he's going for the 1 count.
He went for the whole thing. He was going for the spare.
Got to push. Good shot. Come on, Gavin, just show us a smile, please.
Gavin's like, no. He's like, I'm frustrated.
I'll be happy with the 227 at this point.
Absolutely. It's been a long day on the short. That short was brutal.
Yeah.
Good.
Looks good.
Oh. Oh, man.
That's unfortunate.
That's what he thinks, too. Not happy.
237 if he makes a spare, which is pretty good.
Well, he should be happy with this.
I
for
know,
sure.
like 237 or 236 on this.
Come
is
on,
amazing.
Gavin. Be happy. He might just be keeping it all inside. All of his happiness.
Look out. Ooh, barely made that. Well, 237 for Gavin Murray. Pretty good score. All right, so 202 for Joe Merce. Is that? I think that's how you say it.
Yes. Yeah. Joe Merce, 202. All right, Austin. Austin's going to finish up the live stream.
Push.
Ooh. All right. All right. No more 310. No baby split to shoot.
Just a 3-pin.
Yeah. There was a shout out for Dakota, who was just to the right of the screen.
Dakota Messenger.
Yeah, I think he struggled a little bit this game.
Yeah, looks like he had a rough pair.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Austin, and
3-pin. Oh, stay on. Oh.
That's all right. You know what? It's dinner time.
Yeah.
That's what.
Time to go head out to the Packers game.
That's what Austin says. All right, Mateo, have a great time at the Packers game, and we hope that your neck is feeling better.
Hopefully.
Yes, and we'll see you on the lanes tomorrow, not in the live stream booth.
Yeah.
Although if you're not bowling, you can always join us in here.
Yeah.
So thanks for being part of our team. All right, we'll see you all tomorrow. We'll be back with 5 more games on the long pattern, and then we'll be naming our SYC Wisconsin champions. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
See y'all.